Right. We should be good to go here. Welcome to anybody that comes in to watch this live stream as a video. We will be playing Gallop Racer 3, but we are watching the Preakness. Now, obviously, for copyright purposes, I cannot watch the Preakness on YouTube. It's still weird I have to explain that in 2022, but I do have the horses in the bottom left and their numbers in the top right corner of those images, so you know what post position they have if you haven't known. And I will give play-by-play on the race. Not too much, but I will once we get there, which we are approximately 45 minutes from the 2022 Preakness Stakes. Your favorite is Epicenter, going off currently at 8-5. And my girl Secret Oath has got a nice tag at 9-2, so I'm liking that on her so far. And I cannot wait for this Preakness Stakes. Alright, so like I said, we're going to do some Gallop Racer 3. This is a much later stream. I don't even expect many people to be here. I really don't. So I'm going to turn this down. This Gallop Racer is way too loud. And we'll go from there. So let me let everybody know that we're live. For people that are still here, or at least active, which will most likely only be North American viewers, because I believe elsewhere everybody else is asleep. So just updating the metadata, and we'll get into the stream and wait for this race, which is 44 minutes away. Pretty excited. I want to see a good race ultimately. I did place a wager on Secret Oath, but she doesn't win. It's really not a big deal. I just want to see her run well. I want all the horses to run well, and we go from there. I mean, that's really it. All there is to it. So, all right. So most of you will be watching this back, obviously, as a video. Yeah, most of you will be watching this back as a video. So, all right. Let's see what we have going on here. So they win. Who is this from? I forgot. This game doesn't tell you. I think Sedate Wind is from Whirlwind, and I can't remember the mother. Sedate something, because I didn't want to use Whirlwind with a really good horse because I felt he was going to mess up the line. Is this horse raced yet? We have. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of frame rate droppage here. Not ideal, so let me fix this. Probably my PlayStation. Steam, you don't need to be open right now. Track looks to be good, so we should expect a pretty hot pace, I would hope. I'm expecting us to get a hot pace, but I guess time will tell. So we have a lot going on here still. Need to figure out what's going on. Flash, what's going on? My man. I'm just pulling out my spreadsheet. Okay, so Black Ruby needs a couple more. No, I retired her. Okay, my spreadsheet's outdated. Oh, lovely. Outdated spreadsheets. Alright, so Black Ruby is gone. Wings of War is the only one remaining. Wings of War, Sweet Delight, Special Pool, Hellbilly Modern Club, and our newest horse, Sedate Wind. I really can't remember the broodmare. Like, my gosh. Was it Sedate's Devil? Or something like that? I can't remember the mother for Sedate Wind. Her mother, but... well, I suppose it doesn't matter at this point. We just need to hope that she does well. So Sedate Wind. I forgot what her distance is. Let's go ahead and check it out. She runs 7-12 on Zetef. All right. Every time I skip out of Gallop Racer to edit my spreadsheet, it pauses the game, just an FYI. So she has a fast spurt. I think it was Sedate Devil. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thanks for that. I thought it was Sedate Devil. I just couldn't remember because I'm like, I felt like I'd done nothing. I did nothing with that horse. She only cost a K. She is from Whirlwind. Again, we bred Whirlwind with several of our other originals. It did not turn out well for whatever reason, so I'm not even like worried about it. So, Wings of War. Let's focus on her. She is from Warframe and Winged Light, I believe. And she's looking really solid. Hasn't even hit her peak yet. But she's got 14 wins and 15 starts. 6 grade 1s for this 4-year-old filly. So she's doing absolutely fantastic. We need one more win at 8 furlongs to get her the best miler, actually. So let's look for the next 8 furlong grade 1 for her. Supermile Cup, that's it. She should get the title with that win. So I'm going to update this accordingly. Sweet Delight, she's also 1 win away from the all-rounder title. She needs a great she needs a G1 at 6 to 8 furlongs, so we'll get her in the next best one. She'll have a little bit of a layoff. Is there even a grade 1 for her to run? She's not going to get her chance until the Mile Champ Cup in November. Now, she's going to be very upset with us if we wait that long to race her. So let's go for this long champ title, which I think is winning 12 furlongs or longer. Yeah, she's got 2 wins at 12 already. Actually, let's just toss her into the Diamond Cup. She lost to her father in that race last year. Special pool, you have 2 grade 1 wins at 8 and 12. So that's not bad. Normal growth type, this filly. We got some time with her. She's not really going to peak until like late in her 4-year-old season. So she has 6 wins and 8 starts. So most of my horses are doing good. You guys will see. I'm recording 2004. I've recorded 2001. Much more 2003. It's rebuilding going on in 2004. In fact, I'm going to record an episode after the Preakness is over today. But I'm rebuilding, I'm changing a lot of the direction that I was going to get us better horses. I think I developed a pretty good formula here in this game, and I want to apply that to the other Gallop Racer series. So, special pool. Let's see, what titles was I going for? Let's see, Heroine of USA. Does she win the Cherry Cup earlier? Golden Oaks Princess Cup. Well, the Golden Oaks is not anytime soon. Star of Europe, I don't think she's going to be able to do. Queen of Europe, that's not really viable either. So Paris Oaks, though, that is for the Queen of, you know what, she might be okay for the Queen of Europe, but I can't remember what else she's won. So special pool, I guess we're just going to toss you in this summer GP. She can handle 11, right? Pretty sure she can. Yeah, she's won 12. She'll be fine. Alright, so we're going to do that and rock and roll here. It's not going to be a super long live stream on the gaming end, but I just wanted to be live while the Preakness is happening. Kind of sucks that it's happening at such a late time. Like, most of you watching this back, I'm sure, yeah, you would have been aware of that. But yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in North America does this race start. So whatever time that is for you and the other time of the world, it's pretty late. We have 2 co-favorites in the summer GP, Silly Hawk and Warm Star, but we split them as the 3rd favorite. So we have a chance here with special pool. She is a closer, so I can save as much ground as I want. And the favorites are carrying an extra 15 pounds. Interesting. That suits us, so I'm not really complaining. Most horses in this field are carrying much extra weight. Much more extra weight, I should say. Here we go. And we're off a special pull in the summer GP. She is a closer, so I'm going to keep her at the back. I don't want to keep her too far back, though, because if the pace is really They're already quite ahead up there, but you know what? We just have to get her going at the right time. Weather is kind of crazy right now. It's storming, so I hope everything stays alright. He's comfortable, which is the main thing. Alright, we're looking good. I think I have to get her moving now, though, because we have a long way to go. Okay, the gap is going to clear up for us perfectly. Alright, we have to get up there to challenge those leaders. Late rally here with special pull. Let's see what she does. Does she have what it takes to catch the leaders? They're still out there strong in front. She's not showing much fight. We have the 9 horse looking to go around, but she is still hanging in there. She's not going to win here today. 12 furlongs or 11 furlongs, which is weird. She was gassed out, and I ran her as a closer. Wasn't even running her that hard. Like, I didn't actually adjust her speed. So, yeah, for whatever reason, I wonder if that was a fast pace. That could have been a record set. Because, she definitely didn't have much gas at the end like I thought she should have as a closer. No record. Silly Hawk ends up winning, but we finish in 5th. We were supposed to finish 3rd. That was a tough race. I don't know really what went wrong with her. She just didn't fire. I could have waited to get her going maybe, but I don't think she has crazy closing speed. I think that would have been kind of hard for her to do. So she finishes 5th there. Not ideal. Sweet Delight's up. She should be the favorite in this Diamond Cup. Nobody competitive in this field. This should be a really easy win for us in Sweet Delight. So let's rock and roll with our 4-year-old filly. And she is from the Stardust King. Well, no, she's from the Deep Delight Scabbit breeding we did. She's turned out very well. People were kind of hesitant about me breeding Deep Delight and Scabbit, but it worked out. Like I said, Scabbit's a good brood mare if you pair her with a really strong sire. Like, it almost always works. Put Scabbit with a really good sire, you will get a decent foal. 9 out of 10 times. Like, seriously. That's why I love Scabbit. She's just very reliable. Like, you can still get a very strong horse from her with the right sire. And Deep Delight was fantastic. And Sweet Delight, she's been great, man. She's got 4 Grade 1 wins already. She's on the brink of a title. Not now, but next G1 we run with her, she will be in the position to get her first title. I think Deep Delight had a later growth type, didn't he? No, fast growth type. Okay, so she is going to peak quickly. So for what it's worth, I mean, as long as we get her a couple more Grade 1s and then another title, she should be fine. I mean, once I get her the title, I might just try to stack Grade 1 wins with her, to be honest. It depends. It depends on the competition of Grade 1s we're entering. I'd rather just put her in, like, in the easier Grade 1s. Stack as many of those as possible. Yeah, she's looking really good here, though. 3 furlongs left to go. I think we can wait. We can certainly wait. I mean, we're right here. Now she can go. Now she can go. Come on, Sweet Delight. Let's show us what you got here. Now we're digging in with Sweet. Digging in, and she's gone. Yep, she's gone. Sweet Delight is gone, ladies and gentlemen. She is clear. And she's going to go on to win. Win by at least a solid length. That is her 5th Grade 1 victory for us. And that's exactly what she's able to do. The gray was closing in at the end, but I wasn't really worried. She ran well, and she gets the Diamond Cup, and that's at 12 furlongs. So she's pushing on a Longchamp title as well, actually. She's pushing really on 2 titles as we speak. So that's her 3rd win at 12 furlongs. 4th win, technically. She's won 4 of her 5 Grade 1s at 12 furlongs of a distance. That's pretty incredible. So she's got the distance for sure. 7 to 15 furlongs is her preferred range. That's fantastic. She can run on the dirt or the turf. And she gets that done very nicely for us. It's exactly what you want from Sweet Delight. Preakness starts in 31 minutes at the time that I am streaming here, recording this video if you're watching it back. So 31 minutes to post. Cannot wait. Hope the filly gets the win. It'd be nice to see a different horse win. Kind of another long shot, which right now is, I believe, our Magnic. The 7 horse going off at 17-1, highest odds currently. So everybody, the public is betting pretty evenly. Like everybody seems to have a open chance. Like I said, the 7 horse or Magnic. I swear the name, the way the horse's name is spelled, it actually would be pronounced. At least I would have thought initially once I heard it. Armagnac, but I don't think that's clearly it. For my sake, I just hope the horse doesn't win for my ticket, and just so I don't have to make a fool out of myself trying to pronounce the name. So Sweet Delight, yeah, she's on the brink of, and look at, she's still developing. 7 wins and 11 starts, 5 Grade 1 wins and 11 starts. That's fantastic for a racehorse. So, oh, excuse me, this is a Desert Diver, actually. Sweet Delight, what about you? 14 starts, 12 wins, and 5 of those 14 races are Grade 1 wins. That's still incredible, and she is still developing as well. So next for her, Chicago Cup. I mean, there's not much available for her, so I figure we might as well put her in that. I don't think any other horse is going to be in a better position to run it. Desert Diver, I switched his goal to just focus on wins, even though he has a later growth type. And maybe I'm just focusing on wins now. Yeah, I don't necessarily know why I just have focusing on wins for him. Have we won any Grade 1s with him or not? I need to check that, but I'm not home yet, so please hold the stream longer. Depending on what time you get home, I can certainly do that. I mean, I still plan to at least play this a little bit after the Preakness is over, but this was not going to be like a long live stream. So if you're not going to be home for a couple of hours, I'll be off by then. But I'll still be here, like I said, after the Preakness. But I'm not. This is not going to turn into like a regular 2 or 3 hour live stream like usually. Definitely not going to be 3 hours, 2 hours maximum. So technically, Eastern Standard Time, I'll be getting off around 8 at the latest. Because like I said, I do want to get to Gallop Racer 2004. I need to get a couple more episodes recorded for you guys. Zachary, what's going on, my friend? Desert Diver, there's no Grade 1s for this dude. I guess I'm just going to have to stick him at a Grade 2. Is this a quality Grade 2? No. I think Mo Donegal is not running. He got scratched. I didn't think he was running in this race to begin with. Like, there wasn't really any news about him running in the Preakness. They may have skipped this race and they might be preparing him for the Belmont. But even after the Kentucky Derby, he may have been mentioned, but he was never confirmed for the Preakness. Not since the beginning. I don't think so. Or he was an extremely early scratch, but I feel like they are saving him for the Belmont, so I don't think he was going to be here today anyways. Like I said on the comment of my one video, I like Mo Donegal. I like all these horses, but you can't have your biasness for a horse blind your judgment as to whether or not the horse is truly capable of winning. You know, excuses can only go so far. Oh, you know, blocked in, this and that. Gallop Racer terms, different story, because like the AI are literally stupid in the video game and they just don't know how to move. In actual horse racing, you can't say every time your favorite horse loses it's because they didn't have space. Eventually, they're going to have to figure it out. So if Mo Donegal is going to be in the Belmont, I'm looking forward to seeing him. He'll be there. Rich Strike will be back. So this Preakness should be amazing, and the Belmont should be better, even better. Modern Club, you're a distance horse. I'm breeding you for stamina. You still have a way till your peak. You got 2 wins. And working on the Junior of Azalea for this Colts or all-rounder title. Now, I don't even know if he's won a Grade 1 yet. I need to check everybody's stats. I can't remember who's actually won a Grade 1 and who hasn't. So you run 7-12 or 10-15. Oh my gosh. My spreadsheets are all messed up. Like, what is going on? My spreadsheets are all messed up. None of this is even remotely accurate. 10 to 15 furlongs for him. 1900 is a tough one for simplification. I'll give Armagnac a chance. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, I don't think... Yeah, are you saying as far as the price tag for simplification? He's going off at 10 to 1 right now. 10 to 1 is decent odds. For simplification, I mean, that's... 10 to 1 is not bad if you put some money on that. That's a pretty good price tag, bro. I'm not sure what you mean by 900 exactly, but or 1900, but his odds right now, fractionally, 10 to 1. That's a good price tag for a horse that's a pretty darn good horse and has a pretty good chance of winning today's Preakness. So, kind of got to take that into consideration. Let's run him in this Erie. Top 3 go to the Prince Cup. You know what? That actually works out for us. All right. So I got all of our races booked. We'll probably try to get through most of these, not all of these. 24 minutes to post. Shouldn't take us too long. So sweet. No, you have. Who am I looking at? I wanted to look at Desert Diver. Do you have any grade 1s? No, just grade 2s. I've done with him, which it's working. I mean, he may until he hits his peak. Because I feel like we'll struggle with grade 1s with him for a little bit. Hellbilly, you're 7 to 12. Turf and Dirt. Whatever. And then Sedate Win, you're 7 to 12. Turf. Yes, but I feel like 9.5 furlongs is too short for a closer in such a fast-paced race. Maybe in the Belmont will be a bigger force, but I don't know if he's so big in this one. I don't think 9.5 furlongs is terrible for a closer, bro. I wouldn't necessarily think that's going to hurt his chances. I know what you're saying, though. Maybe it will. It's always a possibility, but I would say if this was 8.5 or shorter, that would make more sense. But 9.5 is still a pretty long race. Like, most horse races in North America run 7 to 8 furlongs, usually. Like, 9 furlongs is not the normal racing distance for thoroughbreds in this country. So, 9.5 is not a terrible distance for a closer. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's terrible. 9.5 furlongs is pushing 10 furlongs. You know, you're pushing Kentucky Derby distance. That's a pretty long race, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a quick race for any racehorse at all. Not to me, not even for a closer, because they're still going once all the way around the track. It'd be different if they had to start out of the chute on the back straight of Pimlico, but they're not. They're going to start at the front. They have one full lap around the track. That's plenty of time for a closer to get themselves into winning position. Belmont is 12. You're talking about for Modonical, or are you talking about for simplification? Belmont is longer, yeah. I was talking specifically about today's race with simplification since you mentioned the 1900. I think simplification is going to be fine. I don't think the distance is gonna bother any of these horses. They all should have the endurance for it, from my understanding, and the track is fast today. So we're up here with Wings of War in the Super Mile Cup. She's not the favorite. Round Cosmos is, so that's a little bit concerning, but we'll go with it. 22 minutes to post. Generally speaking, I think every horse in this field can handle this distance at 9.5. It's tough, but I think they're all capable of it. Most of them have showed they're capable of this distance and finishing pretty competitively. So I'd be surprised to see somebody completely drop out unless it's one of the long shots. But any of the higher favored horses, which Epicenter's going off at 3 to 2. My girlfriend hasn't said anything. She's actually been extremely busy, so she's not even watching the race. She wouldn't even have any idea of really picking these horses out. She's been extremely busy all week, and she's busy with work now. So no picks from her, but we should be around to watch the Belmont, so she'll help us out with that. Yeah, she'll definitely help us with the Belmont, but nothing for the Preakness today. Epicenter, heavy favorite, 3 to 2. That's a gross tag on there. I'm not playing Epicenter at 3 to 2. There's no way. Not unless he's in an exotic. And still, Getting some bad frame rate here. I don't know why. All right, Wings of War. He was 6-5 earlier. I mean, his tags have been terrible the whole day. I mean, even prior to today, I should say. He had 8-5. I don't like 8-5s, 9-5s. I'm not a huge fan of those tags. 9-2, you're gonna get more money for what that bet is worth. But 8-5, no. 3-2, gross. It is quite stormy out there. These trees are blowing like super heavy. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, guys, wish me luck here. Trees have been falling down lately. I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood, but yeah, we've had very, very windy and stormy weather here as we're getting closer to summer. So we finished third in that race with Wings of War, 19 minutes to post. Don't think we're going to be getting through our other grade ones I've set up, but maybe we will. Maybe we will. Let's just head to the next one. Yeah, but Simplification's going off at a nice tag. 10-1. 10-1 is a good tag to place. You've been recording instead? I feel it, man. I feel it. That's why I haven't been streaming either. I'm going to be very busy throughout early and middle of June, so I'm not going to even have time to really live stream, with the exception of maybe a couple odd days. So, I've been recording videos as well. Hellbilly's up in this grade 2, second favorite. We need this for Hellbilly. He's a late growth type, so I still have plenty of time to get into rhythm with him, so no worries. 18 minutes to post. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. I don't know why I'm getting some short frame rate here. Not as smooth as usual. I'm doing 2004 series, but I haven't done the best. Yeah, 2004, man, you really do have to have really good horses that you work with. Like, that's not, to me, that's not negotiable. What horses you pick, I think, is up to you. I think we can all have our success in different ways, but you definitely need horses that you can win a lot of races with. However that suits you. Wind gust of 34 knots. Skippy Longstocking is on screen right now, crossing the track. And they're showing Epicenter, the favorite, 3-2 right now. All the horses look beautifully groomed. Asmil Gonzalez, no habla español. No habla español. Lo siento. Lo siento. Yeah, the track is going to be fast today, so I think everybody's going to be pretty comfortable out there. I don't see any horse struggling. Like, the track is fast, it's dry. Conditions are good out there, so yeah, I don't know why I'm getting such frame rate droppage. You're Spanish, you don't even know what that means? Well, I figured if he was saying something I didn't understand, I would at least have to let him know I do not speak Spanish. I figured I know you know, Elite, but yeah, I didn't know for sure if he was actually saying something that made sense, but I just saw Spanish and I'm like, well, I don't speak Spanish. Unfortunately, I know a couple of words. It doesn't count. That's a good win there for Hellbilly. It's a good grade 2. I can stack these wins. Our horses will get better. The ratings will improve. You're going to Walmart. Be right back, dude. It's 15 minutes a post. You better hurry, man. It's 15 minutes till they're in the gates. So, good win for Hellbilly. Good grade 2. We need those. Need good performances for him. Very good performances. Titles obviously help out tremendously, but we've gotten good horses without getting titles on our originals. That helps. So the goal is always to aim for a title, but if it's just not conducive for you and the horse, just try to get as many good wins as you possibly can. And that's what we're focusing on here for everybody. So yeah, Billy is the second win. He's a late growth type, so he's a sire I am looking forward to using. In fact, really, I need to focus him in more. I still think grade 2s are his best bet right now as 3 years old. Grade 1s are going to be hard for him to win. His stats aren't terrible, but they're going to be pretty hard. So I'll focus on grade 2s for the rest of his 3-year-old season. And then as a 4-year-old, I'll maybe as a, later into his 4-year-old season start to roll him into some grade 1s. But he still needs time to develop. And today when she's ready to go again, 7 to 12 furlongs for her. And I'm probably going to get her another open. I don't really want to run her in any grade 3s yet. So we'll do that. And okay. So let's see how many more races we can get through. Sweet Delight's up in the Chicago Cup, and she is the favorite. She won the Diamond Cup last time out. Can she win the Chicago Cup? I feel like she's capable of this clearly. From Deep Delight out of Scabbit. And who else is in this field? Not a single horse I should be worried about, really. Not a single one. Not a single horse. You see, in this game, they give me pretty easy fields most of the time with the occasional really tough horses to fight with. 2004, I'm always in grade 1s with the toughest horses in the game every single time. You guys will see when I start uploading those episodes again in the next couple of weeks. All of the grade 1s I've run, at least in the first return episode, rebuilding episode is what I'm going to call it, like, they've completely screwed me over with a lot of my grade 1s. Alright, I have a phone call coming in right quick, so bear with me. Alright guys, apologize for that. So we're back. And 12 minutes to post in the 2022 Preakness Stakes. Cannot wait to see this race go off. Good luck to any of you that may be watching this back. Well, if you did place any wagers, I guess I should say. But either way, I always want to see just a good horse race. That's really the most important thing to me. Good horse race, all the horses finish healthy, and good standing. That's always the most important thing to me, regardless of my wager. Kind of sickens me. Like, I understand, like, some people play a lot of money, but some people care more about their money than the conditioning and the well-being of the horses. It's like, you are the type of person that is making most of the good horse racing fans look bad. You know what I mean? Like, you should still care just as much, if not more, about the horse's well-being. Yeah, Elite, Flash, I would say the same thing, dude. Like, this Preakness field, I think everybody has a legitimate chance, even the long shots. And they're not even going off at terrible odds. 17 to 1 considering most of the odds in these type of races are much higher. That's not terrible. So this is a pretty stacked field. That's why I feel like anybody could realistically win it. So Sweet Delight's going to roll off of this corner here in this grade 1, and I think we're going to roll on to an easy win with Sweet Delight. Now we're getting some resistance from the back. Horses are starting to form a late charge, but too little, too late. It's going to be another grade 1 for Sweet Delight. She tires out a little bit, but she gets it done. 10 minutes to post in the Preakness, and we get another grade 1 with our 4-year-old filly. Really, really stacked Preakness field, man. I feel like every horse honestly has a chance. Even horses I'm not really considering for the win, I still firmly believe that under the right conditions, depending on how this race unfolds, they have a chance. So, Chicago Cup there for Sweet Delight. She gets it done at 10 furlongs. All right, how many races do I have left with her? So she just won her 5th grade 1, and that's 2 wins at 10 furlongs. So 6th, actually. That's her 6th grade 1 for Sweet Delight. She is absolutely killing it for us. Absolutely amazing filly. Again from Deep Delight out of Scabbit. She's on a roll. She should be an awesome brood mare. I don't know who I'm going to breed her with. I know we still probably have a couple of horses in the breeding barn. And they're going to the post parade right now. Simplification. He looks absolutely beautiful, ready to go. He's going off at 8-1. My apologies. I was saying 10-1. He's going off at 8-1. A simplification. There's the 2 Creative Minister. He's the one going off at 10-1 that I was referring to earlier. Beautiful gray. And then we have the 3, who is Fenwick from Curland, out of Make the Sun Shine. So a Curland foal here with Fenwick at the 3, going off at 11-1. The 4 is now showing up. My Girl Secret Oath from Arrogant out of Abs in the Minded. Louisa is on board. She's going off at a good price tag of 9-2. Oh, I'm hoping she wins. I think she would be the 7th filly to win the Preakness. Early voting is the 5 horse, going off at 5-1. So early voting getting quite a bit of love here. The 6, Happy Jack, is up. Ox from Oxbow out of Tapestry, going off at 10-1. Okay, it's not bad. 7, Armagnic. Irad Ortiz on board, going off at 17-1. The biggest long shot in the field, but Irad knows how to win, so you never know. 8, Epicenter, your favorite. Now he's up to 7-5. Joel Rosario on board. His price tag has jumped from 8-5, 3-2, back to 7-5. I just don't like his tags. I would not wager on him today. Like I said, an exotic is the most. And a Skippy Longstocking going off at 11-1. It's a close field, guys. Any one of these horses can win. Skippy Longstocking, despite being the long shot, is not like out of contention. Now this horse has limited experience. Last big win, I think, was a grade 3. And has pedigree, has the endurance pedigree, I should say. But we don't know what this horse is capable of beyond that. So, all right, special pool, 8-13 furlongs for you. I'm just going to set my horses up in a race. I mean, we're 7 minutes away from post. I don't know if it's necessary for me to do a race again. Get her in a grade 2. Paris Oaks, special pool. She has 2 grade 1s. I don't know why she's struggling at 12 furlongs. It doesn't really make sense to me. She has the stamina and the speed to run this. But she has a later growth type. Much later, actually. So, you know, I'm going to try her out. She is a closer. If she doesn't win this, then just have to say forget it. I think I was going to put her in that race anyways. Epicenter. Jorge. That price tag is kind of nasty, though. It's 7-5. Are you really putting money on Epicenter, or is that just who you want to win? I won't be surprised if Epicenter wins. Not at all. Epicenter is a great horse, but that tag for a win bet, I don't like. 7-5? That's, I mean, if you're going to place a win bet, I think your money would be better served on one of the other horses going off at a normal tag of 10-2, or excuse me, 9-2, 10-1, 8-1, 11-1. That's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. But 7-5, it's just, it's not an ideal price tag. I'm not a huge fan of that for Epicenter. But he's the favorite for a reason. We'll see how this goes. 5 minutes to post here, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes to post. I'm actually going to do one more race, and then I'll be ready to go. Of course, like I said, I can't show the race, but if you're watching it live with me, so they win. She's my filly. My 2-year-old filly is the favorite. She's going to pay 50 cents to win. Sometimes you just shouldn't be placing win bets, regardless of how much you like a horse. The price tag just makes it not worth it. So this is an open. We should be winning this. Let's get this race done, and then I will just kind of relax and chill out here for the next 4 minutes. Preakness is about to happen. I'm so excited. I just want to see a great race, even if my bet, Secret Oath, doesn't win. It doesn't matter. I want to see a great race, and I want to see all the horses cross the finish line in good health, and you know, just see a really strong finish. Are they broadcasting the race? Cursed Blush, I mean, it is on wherever you can watch it. Obviously, nobody can live stream it on YouTube. You'll get copyright strike, and your channel will be in bad standing. But you can watch on tvg.com if you're old enough to have an account on there. You can watch on twinspires.com, same thing. But you're going to struggle to find like an actual broadcast of the race on YouTube. Sedate win. Look at this speed. Holy cannoli. She is from Whirlwind out of Sedate Devil. That's just an open, but that is some freaking speed there from our 2-year-old filly. Let's go. Fantastic stuff. I think she'll be all right. I think she'll be all right, honestly. I put her in the right races. I think she will be okay because she's a lot faster than I thought. I think her speed rating is 87 as we speak. She's beautiful with high socks on all of her legs. So fantastic win. She wins by 4.5 lengths with a fast pace. 4 minutes left to post here. Ladies and gentlemen, for the 147th Preakness Stakes, and we have another race with Modern Club. He's the favorite. This will be my last one. I didn't realize I had another one. I thought I was done. All right, let's get this done. Now, there's a delay. I apologize. I'm just watching it as it's live on my phone, which should be in real time, 6:58 Eastern Standard Time here in North America, and that's the time it says on the stream that I'm watching. So I should be synced up here in real time with the actual race happening. So if you're not, just be mindful of that. If you don't want to be spoiled, if you hear what I'm saying, I'm going to be relatively quiet during the race. I'll give you guys a little commentary of kind of what's happening. At least give my best play-by-play if you're not watching. 3 minutes to post. Modern Club, we're kind of boxed in here. This will be the last race. So we got 7 races done here today, and pretty decent. I mean, we've won 3 grade ones. Well, 2 grade ones, actually. Only 2. But our worst performance today has been 5th. We finished in the money every time. Modern Club, he's not too happy with what's going on here, but well, actually, he's in the blue. He's okay. We're sitting pretty. This will be a good grade 2 win for him. 2 minutes to post. We can get this race over with and get ready to watch this Preakness. All right. Here we go. We go with Modern Club. Let's run him down, my dude. Run him down, my boy. Furlong left to go. There's the surge for Modern Club, and it's game over. It is game over for this colt. He's going to stroll on, and that's an easy grade 2 victory for us. All right, they're making their way towards the gate, but still 2 minutes left. All right, easy win there for Modern Club. Very easy grade 2. We'll take it. We need the money. And good wins are good wins. I mean, I was able to get an amazing horse from a sire that didn't win a lot of races, but he finished in the top 3, 21 out of 22 times. Another race with special pool. Are you freaking kidding me? You know what? I'm just going to do like a save state right now because the race is literally about to start. And this is 12 furlongs. So I'm just going to do a save state. And I'm just going to leave the screen here. I'm not even going to do anything. I'll race after this race. After the Preakness, I should say. I didn't realize they booked all of these races in the same week. I thought they were spread out, but clearly not. All right. Paris Oaks here for special pool, but let's switch over to the Preakness, which is not going to change. The screen's going to remain the same for you guys because I can't show it. That's why the horses are down there. That's the best I can do. All right, it is 0 minutes to post for the Preakness. We are getting ready to rock and roll here. And we are getting ready to rock and roll. Cannot wait for this race to go off. Okay, they are going to be making their way to the starting gate here really soon. Where are my headphones? There they are. All right. Simplification. Okay. I think simplification has a good chance. I do. I'm going for Secret Oath. Nobody has faith in the filly. Guys, no habla español. No habla español. Lo siento, lo siento. No habla español. No habla español. Lo siento. Lo siento. It always confuses me when I see people coming to the stream speaking Spanish, but they clearly see the title and everything is in English. I don't understand. It would be like me going into a Japanese stream that clearly, like, the title and everything is in Japanese and I'm speaking English. Like, I don't understand. You have Secret Oath? Well, Teresa, glad to see that I'm not the only one. I just want to see a good race at the end of the day. 1856. So you're going simplification, epicenter, early voting, and Happy Jack. Okay. Well, let's just hope for a good race here, people. Let's just hope for a good race. See all the horses make it through. Secret Oath. Glad I'm not the only one giving the filly a shot. I mean, I know it's a tall task for her, but I think Secret Oath is a capable filly. So, we'll see. We shall see. Thank you for everybody stopping in. We mainly do horse racing gaming content on this channel. I am starting to discuss horse racing a little bit more as far as the big races are concerned. So if you want to subscribe, mainly for the horse racing gaming content and the occasional horse racing discussion video, I would appreciate it. If not, it's not even a big deal. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate that. I don't even know how many viewers we have. I haven't really been looking. 400 viewers. That's the most I've ever had in a live stream I've actually done. So even if you're just here listening and you're not commenting, I appreciate you being here and watching. Unfortunately, I cannot show the race. I have to say that. Some people are like, "Where's the race?" It's like, if you watch horse racing, you know YouTubers cannot show the races. Like, that's just not a thing. Like, only the official networks can show the races and the replays. But the average YouTuber, we do not have the legal right to show these races. So just a disclaimer, in case anybody's wondering, because I will get those comments. You didn't show the race, clickbait. I can't show the race, unfortunately. I want to get into horse racing games, and I want to start one on my PS2. What's the best one? Joe Retro, best one is probably Gallop Racer 2004. The guys are in the gate. They're about to get ready. Skibby Long Stockings loaded in. They're loaded. And they're off in the Preakness. I don't want to talk too much. Early voting got out to a really good start. And Armagnac. Can't say that horse's name. Armagnac setting the pace here, ladies and gentlemen. Armagnac is going. Early voting's keeping him company in second. Secret Oath, she's trailing. Epicenter and Secret Oath are essentially 8th and 9th. They are 8th and 9th here. Yeah, Armagnac, 18-1. He's in front. Early voting is keeping him close in second. About a length off the lead here on his outside. Simplification and Happy Jack are in there at 3rd and 4th. Epicenter is on the inside, making a little bit of a move. Secret Oath, she's still tailing at the back. She's saving a lot of ground. Our girl, for those of us that have wagered on her or want her to win, she's saving a lot of ground. But hope she can handle it. The 7 horse is still out there in front, guys. The quarter was, the half was 47 and 44. Early voting's challenging. Secret Oath is starting to move as well. Secret Oath is moving. She's running 4 wide. Secret Oath is running 4 wide. Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly. Secret Oath is driving. She's driving. The long shot's still winning. Creative Minister's in the mix as well. Oh, this is crazy. Down the stretch they come here. Down the stretch they come. Early voting is punched in front. Secret Oath, I think, has called it a day. No, she's still there. She's still there. She's still there, but early voting is clear. Epicenter's at the rail. He's in second. Early voting has got this, guys. It's going to be early voting, Epicenter, then Creative Minister. You're 1, 2, 3. Wow. Secret Oath finishing 4th. Oh, what a race. Early voting. Huh. Early voting gets it done in the Preakness. Wow, what a ride. What a run, what a ride. Wow. 3/4 went in 111 and 50. Epicenter, he had a nice, lovely trip on the inside, but that's 2 wins for Jose Ortiz. Early voting is your 2022 Preakness Stakes winner. Wow. So 582. 582 is your top 3 order of finish. 582. That was wild, Flash. Wow. 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 4th for Secret Oath isn't bad. That's not terrible. I was hoping she was going to have a little bit more on the stretch, but she definitely gassed out, it appeared. But what a race. What a freaking race. That was pretty wild. I mean, that pace wasn't bad. The long shot was there for a while, and happy voting, or excuse me, early voting. I combined happy Jack and early voting, happy voting. But early voting, he was staying up there. He was always about a length off of the lead, and he was strong in the stretch. Wow, what a ride from Jose Ortiz. What a ride from Jose Ortiz. Oh, wow, that was I enjoyed that race. I really enjoyed that race. That was unpredictable in the end until it looked like early voting was clearly going to pull ahead, but you started to see some late rallies from Epicenter. Creative Minister started to show up. So your order of finish, your top 5. 5 early voting, 8th Epicenter for 2nd place. 3rd was the 2 Creative Minister. 4th was our 4-horse Secret Oath. And 5th was Skippy Longstocking, the 9-horse. Henrik, same with me. Same with me. I also lost money, but it's okay. That was a good race. I'm not disappointed. That was actually a good race, and we have a different winner with early voting. Wins the 147th Preakness. I appreciate you guys stopping by for watching here. That was a good race. I enjoyed that. I'm sure some of us lost some money, but at the end of the day, if you're a fan of horse racing, you just want to see a good horse race, especially in the bigger staked races, right? Ideally, you want to see a good race, and I thought that was a pretty good race. You think they went a bit too slow for Epicenter? Yeah, I know what you mean. He probably would have did better with a faster pace. I knew he was going to run towards the back. He kind of did the same thing in the Derby. And he started to close in at the end. But early voting was too strong. I don't think Epicenter was going to catch him. I don't think so. I had money on Secret Oath and Skippy Longstocking. Congrats to the winner. Yeah, congrats to early voting. Yeah, I just had some money on Secret Oath. If there's a filly in the Preakness, I'm always going to give them a shot. If I genuinely like the horse. I do like Secret Oath. So I'm always going to give them a shot. I have been successful. I was Swiss Skydiver a couple of years ago. I was successful with a nice wager with her. Wow, what a race. Thanks for the commentary. Jane, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Appreciate all of you guys stopping by. Like I said, I do horse racing gaming content on this channel mainly. I don't typically talk about horse racing with the exception of these bigger races. I will start to cover. So if you guys want to subscribe, that would be awesome. And, you know, whenever I upload a discussion video, you'll see. I'll be talking about whatever the big race is. I'll be covering the Belmont here in a couple weeks' time. But like I said, it's mainly horse racing gaming content. So if you do subscribe, just be aware most videos I upload through the week are going to be gaming content. I was just shocked how far behind he was, considering we all kind of knew the pace was going to be much slower than the Derby. Yeah. You know, I almost feel like Epicenter's running type hurts him a little bit, right? Like if Epicenter was to be in a position of early voting, somewhere where he's not too far off the lead. I mean, I think he's in a prime position, right, to pounce in the stretch. I think he's playing catch-up still too much. I said that about him in the Derby, and he's done the same thing here. I think if he's going to go on to win some bigger grade ones in the future before they end up retiring him, I think that leg type needs to change to some extent. Would you agree or disagree? Who won the Preakness? Early voting did. Early voting. And he won clearly. Like, he stayed a length off of the leader and got into the home stretch. He took off, and Epicenter tried to catch him, but it wasn't going to happen. So, yeah, I think Epicenter needs to run a little bit closer. I think that horse is missing out on some big wins. He could have potentially won the Derby, I think. And certainly I think he could have potentially won this Preakness if he was closer. I think it would have been a head bobber with him in early voting. So what a Preakness, man. What a Preakness. Like I said, we'll be doing horse racing gaming content. We're going to get back to Gallop Racer here on screen with my 3-year-old filly, Special Pool. She's in the Paris Oaks. She doesn't have great odds. I'm so confused. I've won at 12 furlongs with her before. I don't know why she doesn't have much of a chance here. I apologize for anybody speaking Spanish. No habla español. No habla español. Lo siento. Lo siento. I don't understand Spanish. Not reading it, not too well. I recognize some words, but that's about it. So, yeah, like I said, we'll be switching to horse racing gaming content now for the remainder of the stream. So if you guys want to stick around for that, you can. But if not, no worries. I appreciate every single one of you that have stopped by to listen here for the Preakness. That was a good race. I'm very happy with that. Didn't win any money, but I thought that was a good race. And early voting finished strong, and another good win for Jose Ortiz. I like Jose a lot. I think Jose is a pretty decent guy. And, yeah, that was a good race. The Belmont in a couple of weeks. Rich Strike will be back. Mo Donegal. Does anybody know if he's going to be in the Belmont? I don't know. But I'll be happy and excited to see Rich Strike in another race, to see if the Derby was just kind of a fluke, kind of a perfect storm type of situation. And it's taking nothing away from Rich Strike. I was so happy to see that horse win. And as those of you know that are on this channel, my girlfriend picked him out in the post parade, and she had never watched horse racing or anything. So was super happy about that. And I'm looking forward to the Belmont. So Special Pool, she's a closer. She wants to be in last. I think I need to save a little bit more ground with her. I would be very worried to bet on him, though, if he goes into the Belmont, just because of the leg type. Most horses that win that race are near the lead. Yeah. Yeah, Flash. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I think the Belmont is going to be won for sure by a horse that's, in the lead or sitting, I would say at most 2 or 3 lengths off the lead. At most 2 or 3 lengths. I don't think that closer leg type is going to work for anybody. Not for Epicenter or Rich Strike, if that's how he runs. I think Rich Strike is more in that closer category. I don't know if they're going to do that well in the Belmont. Marcos, you think it's a fluke? I hear you. I think a number of people think Rich Strike's Kentucky Derby was as great of a story as it is. I think a lot of people think it was kind of a fluke, and that's understandable because, it's a long shot that most of us didn't even know about a day before the race. You know what I mean? So I understand the sentiments on that. So yeah, I don't know how he'll do. I'm excited to see if he's capable of winning the Belmont. That would prove he's not a fluke horse, but I think it's going to be hard for any closers. All right, so we're going to go here with Special Pool in this Grade 1. We have a long way to go. Very long way to go. Now let's see how she grinds here. Furlong left. We're not supposed to finish anywhere in the top 5. Half a furlong left to go. She's showing some late closing speed, but she's still outclassed by these horses. She wasn't going to do that well regardless. I don't know how I won a Grade 1 at 12 furlongs with her. Like, I can't do that now. It's like Mind That Bird, but Mind That Bird was awesome. Yeah. I still think we have to wait on Rich Strike. I'm still in the belief with some people that it probably was a fluke, but I want to give the horse a chance. I don't like shooting down horses as far as their chances in a race. Bad usage of words, my gosh. I don't like saying a horse doesn't have a chance in a race, especially if they've shown they can win at some level. I would prefer to still give them a chance, you know what I mean? But Rich Strike, I'm not thinking he'll do too well. I think I'd be surprised if he did well in the Belmont. That would really silence a lot of haters, because if he can bounce back and win the Belmont, 2 legs out of 3 in the Triple Crown, Granted, no Triple Crown obviously this year, but winning 2 of those races from the same horse, that would prove he's not a fluke. Well, this is our 4-year-old filly, Wings of War. She's amazing here, ladies and gentlemen. She's got 16 starts, 14 wins, and she's got 6 grade 1s. She's got 6 grade 1s. So she is doing very well for us in this game. I mean, 6 grade 1s for a horse in reality is pretty amazing, right? In this game, it's kind of the lower end of what you can achieve. Like, we've had horses win close to 20. I have had a horse win 20 grade 1s in Gallop Racer 2004. He's named Vivid Legend. Awesome, awesome colt. Awesome growth type. He got stronger as he got older. So Wings of War, we're still going for a title with her. We need 8 furlongs. Gallop Racer in PS1. Yes, Jose, correct. Marcos, because he got a trip, a great trip through the inside. Yeah. I mean, I think without that inside trip, Rich Strike's not winning the Derby. So he did have luck on his side. I'm not negating it. I'm just saying miracles can happen. They can. I think anybody saying it's impossible for him to win, that'd be ridiculous. But does he have a great chance? Probably not, no. I don't think he has a great chance to win the Belmont. I'm excited for it, though. Last leg of the Triple Crown. Be curious to see who's in there. Be nice if we got a bigger field. Obviously, nothing like the Derby. That's not ever going to happen in the Belmont. But, I mean, maybe 12 horses would be cool. To be honest, I thought Secret Oath would win this. I was hoping she would. I mean, I was hoping she would. I knew she would have a chance to finish at least in the money, but I didn't think she was stone cold going to just win the race, no. We're getting a race booked here for Hellbilly. He's late developing. His growth type is down there in the bottom right. You see he's 3 years old right now. Higher the green bar, the stronger he's going to be. If any of you want this game, look up Gallop Racer tutorial on my channel. I have a tutorial video. You can download this on your computer, your laptop for free and play this horse racing game. So I've gone through all the efforts of doing all that for you guys. Just watch my tutorial video if you would like to acquire this. I think this is the easiest game for everybody to get if you don't have like a PlayStation 2 or anything else. I'm going to put him in this 12 furlong grade 2. I think the distance might be a little bit much for him, but we'll see. Okay, well, we have a couple races lined up. DJT equals Dump Joe today. Yeah. Sounds familiar. Is that a horse that won one of the earlier races here today at Pimlico? I heard Joe something, but I wasn't really keying in on the full name of the horse. All right, let's get into another race. The Belmont's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I'm assuming Epicenter is going to be there, but they have to run him much further. I don't think he's not going to win that race if they run him like they've been running him in the Derby and the Preakness. Desert Diver's up, though, today here in the grade 2. He is the favorite, I think, as he should be. He's still late developing to an extent. He still has quite a bit of time left until he's at his peak. So these grade 2s are suitable for him. Good odds here. Far Fog, the 2 horse, is the closest one to us, but let's take a look at Desert Diver. 4-year-old colt. We should be able to get this win. Early voting. Good win. I wonder if they're putting him in the Belmont. You guys think they will or not? I'm not sure if they'll put him in the Belmont. Now, not a great draw here, and I have to send him to the front. He wants to lead. And, yeah, that outside draw doesn't really help us. I always get outside draws in, like, big races. It's the most annoying thing in this game. Okay, he's at the front. He's in first. He's still in the yellow. He's in the green. He should be in the blue here pretty soon. That triangle that's kind of rotating in the bottom, well, you guys can't see it, actually. I'll have to move that here eventually. All right. So, we're trying to get some titles for our horses. Anybody that's new and not familiar with this game, titles, winning titles for your horses enables them to produce better breeding for you. whether you use them as a sire or broodmare, whichever gender they are. If they've won a title, which means like winning a certain amount of grade 1s, that helps them for breeding tremendously. 392 people watching. Yeah, Marcos, it's amazing. I'm so thankful. I'm very thankful. Any of you that are still here are still here. That's fantastic. I really appreciate that. Hopefully I'm providing some entertainment for you guys at the end of the day. My frame rate's a little bit slow here. I'm going to have to figure that out, so I apologize for that. But Desert Diver, he's going to kick away, and he's gone. This is what Desert Diver does as a front runner. He stays out in front. He's a strong colt. He knows what he needs to do. And he's going to win this grade 2. Pretty easily. Hit that like button. You know, if you guys want to, that's fine. There's no pressure. I just appreciate you guys being here. There's absolutely no pressure. If you want to hit the like button, if you want to subscribe, whatever you want to do. But if you want to be within a community of very cool, very easygoing horse racing lovers, mainly horse racing gaming lovers, but we all obviously love horse racing and horses at the end of the day, then I think you would fit in. So if that sounds like a good community you want to be a part of, we're all from different parts of the world. I mean, literally, we're all from North America, South America, Asia, Europe, Australia. We have people from literally everywhere across the world in this community on this channel. So if you guys want to be a part of that, feel free to subscribe. And, yeah, join in. Who won? Elite? Early voting. Early voting got the win, and he got a strong win. It wasn't like a fluke. Like, he was clearly there. He was behind the long shot for most of the race, and then he pulled away on the stretch, and Epicenter tried to catch him, but it was too little too late. Early voting, a good win. If he's in the Belmont, that should be interesting. Hellbilly's up. We're in another grade 2. We're not the favorite. Essentially, if we round this up, we'd be going off at 5-1. Silly Hawk, if we rounded that up, he'd be going off at 3-1. So we have a chance. Sexy Pageant is in this field. That's another good horse. That was Jose Ortiz. Yep. Jose got the dub there, my friend. Jose did indeed get the win. Secret Oath finished 4th. She didn't do terrible. I definitely think she lacks a little bit of endurance towards the end of the race. I think she won that Kentucky Oaks easily because she was probably the strongest filly clearly in that field. But against the Colt, she just didn't have enough. She wasn't a Rachel Alexandra, Swiss Skydiver, Zenyatta. She's not that type of filly, unfortunately. But she still finished 4th, so she beat out 5 of the other boys. That's still a heck of an effort. Okay, Hellbilly, we gotta get you to the front, bro. But, like, this is not really working out for us. Okay, he's not happy. He's not happy. Calm down. Calm down. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. We even have people from Antarctica. Do we really? Who is from Antarctica in this community? I wasn't... Do we actually, or are you being funny, Marcos? Because I know where everybody is from on this channel, at least from most of our subscribers. Do we really have somebody from Antarctica here? Somebody's watching from, like, what, some remote station? That would be insane. That'd be awesome. What about Epicenter? He finished 2nd. He had an inside trip on the rail, but he got started too late. He ran essentially as a closer. He ran the same way he did in the Derby. He was in front of Secret Oath, who was the trailer, for half of the race. That leg type doesn't suit him. Yeah, it was 2nd for Epicenter. He needs to run closer towards, you know, the leading horses. He's a great horse, but he doesn't have amazing closing speed. Yeah, he got boxed a little bit early. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. He got boxed, but I still think for whatever reason they're running him several lengths off the lead, and he just isn't close enough to get that win in the end. Not against these better horses. Oh, you're joking. You're saying that would be so cool. Got you. Okay. I was going to say, if we had a viewer watching from Antarctica that mentioned it in a live stream and I never paid attention, I'd be like, I'm so sorry, because, I mean, nobody really thinks about somebody from Antarctica watching their streams or their videos. Because most people, I think, on Antarctica are doing, like, sciencey stuff, right? Like, most people are there for, like, work, not just because they just live on Antarctica, even though maybe that's possible, but I'm not sure if it's possible. And bad race here with Hellbilly. No stamina. Long distance, grade 2, and he did not handle it well. He's still going to finish in the money. Maybe? Still going to finish in the money, but not a good effort for Hellbilly. He did not have the endurance in the stretch. Maybe we ran him a little bit too hard in the early goings. We got a bad start. 263 people. Yep, it's dropping down, but it's all from the Preakness. I appreciate everybody that's come by, stopped by, watching currently. Can't say that enough. So yes, there's people in Antarctica, Marcos. I mean, there's a lot of research, remote stations in Antarctica. It's a weird thing to say. So, yeah, there are people in Antarctica. It's not just polar bears and penguins, As remote as it is, there are human beings living there to some extent, especially if they work there, clearly. So, yeah. Proud Steel is the favorite in today's Paris Cup. Wings of War, not the favorite again. Win in Simplification, and Simplification didn't even finish in the top 5. Simplification actually did not do well. Yeah, that horse did not do well. I don't even know where he finished overall, but he wasn't in the top 5. So, Wings of War. This is my best filly we have so far. Again, she's got 6 Grade 1 wins already out of, I think 16 or 17 starts, something like that. And she's won 14 of her 16 races. So, Wings of War she's a strong filly. She's only 4 years old with 6 Grade 1s. Keep that in mind. She's an amazing filly. And we're off in the Paris Cup. And Wings of War gets out to a fantastic start. And I just need to make sure I keep her here. I don't want to run her too hard. We need as much stamina as possible to have a chance. But if I settle her here, she should be okay. Yeah, she should be okay. So yeah, like I said, for anybody new that's watching, I'd try to live stream once a week if I can, but I've been more busy lately. I will do live streams like this, especially for more bigger races. I'm not just going to do the North American races. I'm going to try to get more familiar with horse racing outside of the States. So, like for example, there's a Japanese G1 tonight. The something Oaks, I can't remember. Big race in Japan. I would love to cover it, but it's 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like, I'm going to be ready to go to sleep by the time that race happens. I'm literally going to watch the race and then probably head to bed. So, unfortunately, timing difference. Can't cover that race, but I would love to because I do like horse racing in Japan. It's different, but it's pretty exciting, especially at the bigger races. If you haven't seen how the racetracks in Japan look, you should probably take a look. We have some great tracks here in America. There's great tracks all over the world, but Japan has some really top-notch, I think, horse racing tracks on the thoroughbred side, for sure, clearly. They don't really do harness racing. If you win this, she will win Horse of the Year. You think so? At this point, yeah, she should, right? She's won a lot of her Grade 1s this season already. We still are bound to win a title. Yeah, this could be Horse of the Year. She could still win the Horse of the Year even without this, but it certainly would help, right? 3.5 furlongs left to go, ladies and gentlemen, with my filly Wings of War. We've had a trip on the inside rail, and I'm going to wait. We need as much stamina as possible. We've run 12 furlongs. This is a tough race. We're still going to wait. Still going to wait. Now we're going to get her going to see if she fights back. And down the stretch we come with Wings of War. It is a tough field. A furlong and a half left to go here. She's still driving on the inside, but the 4 horses got us beat, or that's the 5. She's still fighting. She's still fighting. She's going to be clear maybe for a second, and she's still coming for the leader. She's still coming for the leader at the line. She's going to finish second. That's a decent effort. She wasn't even supposed to finish, I think, in the top 5, realistically. That was close. Very, very close. She finishes second. That was probably the favorite that still held on, but I almost think if that race was 13 furlongs, we actually could have gotten up there for the win. She is an endurance horse for sure. I have specifically bred this line of horses for endurance and stamina, so I think if that was a little bit longer, we could have caught the favorite. Proud Steel ended up winning, but she only loses by a length and a half. We beat Petite Creek and some other great horses in this game. It's not a bad effort. The win would have been fantastic, but considering her odds and where we were supposed to finish, it's not terrible, man. It's not terrible at all. So let's do a quick save, and we're almost towards the end of the year. So with that being said, we have a chance to get Horse of the Year with one of our horses that we're currently riding with. In jockey standings, we may win a title or something, but I've already done that, so We're really focusing on trying to get our horses the best wins. We're leading right now for the jockey standings. Let's see how many wins we have on the season. Leading. So, 39 races we've done in this particular year of the game. I have 23 wins out of those 39 and 5 places. We've been doing extremely well. To win 23 out of your 39 times, like in realistic horse racing terms or in the real horse racing world, that's a heck of an achievement. But this is a video game. It's a lot easier to do, even on the hardest difficulty, once you get really good race horses. So there's Sweet Delight, our 4-year-old filly. I don't think I've raced with her before everybody got into the stream, so most of you that are here watching for the first time, she's a great filly. She comes from a great pedigree. Her father ended up winning, I think, a couple titles for us. In fact, I'm going to show you guys my horse, my Hall of Fame. All of our best horses on this channel. Official data, Hall of Fame. Or, excuse me, personal data, Hall of Fame. I knew that. So these are all the horses we've run with on this channel. Frugal Lark. She was a awesome mare. 19 starts, 14 wins, 6 grade 1s, and she had the all-rounder title. She was pretty good, clearly. This is her mate, Thunder Jam. This dude was amazing. 24 starts, 17 wins, 7 grade 1s, and he got the best sprinter title. One of the fastest horses we've had, for sure. Best 3 furlong speed was 32 and 3. Stardust King, another great horse. 20 starts, 17 wins, and 11 grade 1s for this guy. And he got 1 title, which was the best miler title. 17 wins out of 20 races, and 11 grade 1s. I mean, 11 grade 1s out of 20 lifetime starts. That's insane. Warframe, only 6 wins, but he finished in the top 3 21 out of his 22 times. And he got a title because of those consistent finishes. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. And he is the father of the horse we just raced, Wings of War. This is the sire. Very good endurance. I've bred that into that generation. And this is the best horse I've ever had in any horse racing game ever. Storm Lark, 23 lifetime starts, 23 wins. And out of those 27 starts, he won 15 grade 1s, people. Double digits, 15 grade 1s. He got 3 titles. Champ of Sprint, Best Sprinter, and Best Miler. This guy was absolutely amazing. His fastest 3 furlongs was 32 and 1. He almost got into the high 31s. So these are our best horses. Stormlark by far the best. 15 grade 1s and 27 starts. That's pretty incredible. So I just want to show you guys what success we've had. And this is on the hardest difficulty. This game is difficult. It may seem kind of cartoony. It's from the 90s, 1998, I think, to be exact. It's the first game in this series, but it is difficult. Like, if you don't win, you go bankrupt, and then it's game over. You literally have to start over or reload your save file. Sweet Delight, she's doing well. 15 starts, 13 wins here, people, and she's got 6 grade 1s. So we have a formula that works here now. Simplification 6th? Okay, he finished 6th. I was wondering where he finished, because I wasn't even paying attention after the race, really. I figured he finished further down. World Turf Cup for Sweet Delight. This is a huge race. I don't know what the equivalent of this is in the real horse racing world. This is like Breeders' Cup type of like stuff. It's in Louisville. What race is this? What race is this in reality in November? I'm drawing blanks. If anybody knows, feel free to let us know in the stream, because I'm drawing complete blanks what that race is in reality. Modern Club, this guy, 3 wins and 5 starts. He runs 10 to 15 furlongs on Zetef. I'm going to keep him in grade 2s for now. Top 3 go to the Prince Cup, and then Sedate Win. Newest filly from Whirlwind out of Sedate Devil. Her speed is almost in the 90s. That's really good in this game. Fast Spurt. A 7 to 12 furlongs for her. She's 2 for 2 so far. Beautiful filly here. I like the high socks that she has. And the head marking all the way down. So she looks amazing. Can she run in a grade 2? Yes, she can. Let's see how she does in a grade 2. I think she's ready for it. 3rd race. Let's see how she handles that. Alright, so a couple more races here. Let's look in the shop before we get into the next race. There are some good horses that pop up. Prime Ransom. This is a 2-year-old colt. Your stats are bad. I don't like you, bro. Joe Be Free. closer. Don't like your stats. You're late. Rage, it's no worries, man. It's no worries. Glad that you're here, my friend. East of Pool, 2-year-old filly. She's okay. Her speed isn't bad. Later growth type. I don't think I need to buy any new horses, honestly. I think I need to be a little bit patient. Alright, let's get into a race. That's what people want to see, right? Basic Blue, what's going on, my friend? Howdy, howdy. We're up here in a grade 2 with Modern Club. The favorite, as he should be. I'm keeping him in grade 2s until I'm ready to put him in the ideal grade 1. But I think if we win this grade 2, we're going to go on to the grade 1 Prince Cup. So, this is a step-up race for him. Prep race, basically. Should win this easily. TGI Friday is a good horse. Name may sound goofy to some of you, especially anybody that remembers the restaurant. But, yeah, does anybody even still have a TGI Fridays, like, here in the States? Like, I swear we don't have them in, like, my state anymore. This is real life for AIM? Real life for AIM. You gotta be honest, Mike. I'm not sure what you mean by AIM. Actually, I'm not sure about that entire sentence. Real life? Oh, sim. Okay, this is a horse racing sim. Gallop Racer counts as that for sure. This is a horse racing sim. I still have Preakness in the title because, like, you know, we were talking about it. We were watching it. I couldn't put it on live stream, obviously, but, like, yeah. We watched the Preakness. A lot of people, like 400 of us at least, almost 500, watched the Preakness together. That was really cool. I've never had that many people in a stream, so very blessed for that. But yeah, we mainly play horse racing games here. That's the main vibe of the channel. But I will start talking about horse racing more. Been into horse racing since I was 3 years old. I'm 30 now. I just recently turned 30, so, you know, I'm not young, but I'm not old. Some people would say I'm young. Younger people think I'm old. You know what I mean? But yeah, we mainly play horse racing games, horse racing sim games on this channel. We have a big community for it. You know, we give each other different names for horses. I really don't submit names for, like, anybody else because I don't think I'm really good at it except for my own horses based off of what I want to do, but other people suggest names for horses that we play in these games. You can customize the tack, obviously. Breeding is probably the most entertaining aspect of these games. You know, just the different families, the different pedigrees you can create, sometimes from scratch, just from taking really bad horses and eventually breeding that line to become stronger and faster. So, that's the general vibe of our channel here. And like I said, we do talk about horse racing when that comes up, obviously. Alright, we're going to go here with Modern Club. We should be winning this grade 2. Let's see that burst of speed. And he's gone. Down the middle of the track almost. Modern Club's going to roll on to another grade 2 victory here. And we're going to the Prince Cup next. I really want to know my frame rates are dropping randomly. It's kind of annoying me. It's another win for Modern Club in a grade 2. He is very consistent for us, and that's exactly what we need. All right. Yeah, I didn't expect as many people to be here as we had earlier. I'm just going to stream and, you know, take it from there. Then 500 people pop up in the chat, and I'm like, okay, awesome. Stable Champion. I feel like I played that game, but years ago. It's not newer, is it? Simplification finished 6th in the Preakness. He finished 6th. Stable Champion. Ernesto. Is that a newer game? I swear I've played that before, but I could be thinking about something else. There's a lot of mobile games I've played. Some decent ones if you are into mobile. Why didn't they run Rich Strike? The Connections wanted to save him for the Belmont. Basically, they already decided prior to the Kentucky Derby that with Rich Strike, if they ran him in the Derby, they were going to skip the Preakness, run him in the Belmont. If they skipped the Derby, they were going to run him back-to-back in the Preakness and the Belmont. That's what the owner and trainer said, so. It's been out for a while. Yeah, okay. I figured. Makes sense. I swear I played that game before. Let me look it up in this Stable Champion. Now, does it play like this, or is it one of those horse racing games where like it's just kind of like text and whatnot? Like some games you don't actually get to see your horses race and run. It's just kind of like a simulation type of thing. Stable Champion. I see it now. Okay, I've actually never played this game. No, that's a lie. I have played this game. Yep, I knew I did. I swear I have a video on the channel somewhere, but like it's called a different title. Don't ask why. I have no idea. She can run in the Princess Cup, but she's been struggling in the Grade 1s. What's going on with you? You have 6 wins and 10 starts. She's not doing bad, and she still hasn't hit her peak, so she's developing, but she's struggling at the international Grade 1s. Maybe I need to run her in a domestic Grade 1 and see how she handles this. You can breed them, sail them, and race them. Yep, I played it before. I'm looking at it right now. I've definitely played it. I've played the harness horse racing version of this game as well. Have you played that, Ernesto? I actually played the harness version more than the thoroughbred one, because there's just not enough harness horse racing games out here to begin with. So, okay, I just wanted to make sure I was good on all my races. All right, fair enough. Special pool. We're putting you in the Princess Cup. Should be easier for you. She's quite not at the international Grade 1 level, even with a 101 turf rating. Yeah, I didn't really like it. Yeah, same with me. I wasn't a huge fan. I think I liked the realism aspects of it in comparison to other horse racing games. I think this game has the right idea, but the animation, the graphics, just kind of, you know, how hard it is, I think, to get a good horse in that game in the beginning, or a decent horse. It just makes you not want to put in the time, really. So, it's better than what I could do. What a silly idea. We have a chance at a triple crown. Let's not take it. You know, at the end of the day, I wasn't mad at the decision, because this is a, keep in mind, Rich Strike is not like some Keeneland Sales $2.5 million horse. They bought him for $30,000. He is not one of those type of horses, despite winning the Derby. So I don't think they had any expectations of trying to make him a Triple Crown winner, realistically. Maybe in the future, you know, that stable will focus on trying to get a legitimate Triple Crown contender, but I feel like they didn't really have that plan with Rich Strike. What am I playing on? I'm playing on a PlayStation 1 emulator. That's why they call it Plan ET, not a Plan U. Yeah, but ability throws over price. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I think it all depends on the person. I think everybody has a different mindset when it comes to horse racing and whether or not certain horses should chase certain titles, certain championships. Even when I play these games, like if I'm trying to go for a title or trying to go for the Triple Crown myself, if I feel like I don't have a horse capable of really winning the Triple Crown, then I don't run them in the races, or I'm not going to run them in all 3 of the races, especially if they struggle in one of them. You know what I mean? He won the Derby, but who knows how he would have responded running the Preakness. I don't know. I think the shorter field would have helped, but I don't know how he would have ran the Preakness today if he was here. So, I totally get it. I totally get it. I think it's more of a personal thing as far as just your overall mindset of what you think people should do with their horses, but at the end of the day, they didn't feel confident running him so closely back-to-back from the Derby to the Preakness. And like I said, I don't think they really anticipated on him being the Derby winner. He was a long shot. I get it. You could go for history, but they probably know their horse better than all of us do. We're just looking at Rich Strike through our phones, our computers, whatever. They know the horse better than any of us do. So if they don't think it's the best idea for him to run the Triple Crown, I think it makes sense. Like, I'm all for keeping horses happy and sound. I can respect that, but if you're at that level, then give it a crack if you came that far. I know what you mean. That's understandable. It's understandable. In the interviews, they all said they wouldn't run him if they didn't think he could win. Yeah. It would have been nice to see him in the Preakness. I was a little bit bummed when I heard they dropped him out of it. But, it's got to be a reason, dude. It's got to be a reason. I mean, if they had as much faith as I think you're thinking they should have in the horse, they would have put him in the Preakness. I think they understand the horse's ability more than we do. I genuinely believe that. I mean, let's be honest. Rich Strike, if he had an outside trip in the Derby, he wasn't going to win that Derby. It was highly unlikely he was going to win that Derby if he didn't have that inside trip. That ultimately saved him in that race. If he was running from the outside, there's no way he would have won that race. So as great of a moment as it was, the Derby was still technically a fluke for Rich to an extent. Powerful horse, clearly. But I think winning on pure merit, that's not what that race was. He ran as a closer. He had an inside trip, and anything is possible if you can stay to the rail. I don't think he's that type of horse. That's why it made sense to me that they decided not to put him in the Preakness. I think they understand his abilities. Genuinely. So that was a good win there for Sedate Win. Her first grade 2 win, big time. I'm worried about the improvement in form and them not backing up. Fingers crossed it's not a prohibited substance. Yeah, I hope not. I hope there's no Bob Baffording going on with that horse. But unfortunately, we never know. Because more people probably get away with it than we think. But at the end of the day, I think if you're talking about a horse like Epicenter or something, early voting clearly, but more so Epicenter since he also raced in the Derby, him not being in any of the Triple Crown races would be like, okay, what the heck? We're still talking about Rich Strike. This is a horse that was purchased for $30,000 and that won the Derby almost on a fluke because he had an inside trip along the rail. It's not like he won that race just on pure merit. You know what I mean? I think that itself kind of makes sense as to why they're not going for the gusto as maybe some people want them to go for. I wouldn't. If that was my horse, I don't know. If that was my horse, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe you would. Maybe some other people would put him in a grade 1. I mean, put him back in the Preakness and then the Belmont. I purchased him for $30,000. If I know he won the Derby kind of a little bit on a fluke, they weren't even expecting to win the race. They got into the race 24 hours before it even happened. I genuinely believe there was zero expectations to win that Derby. They certainly knew their horse, if under the right conditions, would have a chance, but I don't think they were going into it thinking, we're going to win the Kentucky Derby with Rich Strike. I don't think they were thinking that at all. He lost 10 lengths and wins by 3. We'll have to agree to disagree, my friend. I know what you mean. You make a good point, but I think your argument makes more sense for a horse that's stronger than Rich Strike. I don't know if he's that capable of a horse to win the Triple Crown. To give him a chance makes sense. I'm 100% on board with you. Give the horse a chance if that's what you want to do, but we don't know how much that Derby took out of him. Certain horses recover differently, right? Every horse doesn't recover at the same rate. Some horses need longer time. Now running the Preakness and the Belmont, there's still at least 3 weeks. Belmont, I mean, the Kentucky Derby to the Preakness was only 2 weeks. For some horses, that's not a lot of time. That's really not a lot of time for certain racehorses to recover. Rich Strike may need more time. That's why I'm saying, like, we're speaking as spectators of the sport, but we don't know anything about that horse outside of what we witness. We don't really know what his conditioning is, you know, after that Derby. He looked good, obviously, you know, from videos. He looked good, but that was a tough ride for him. I mean, that was a hard ride. He made it work. Him and the jockey made it work, but that was a tough ride. He started from last place in the first 200 meters of the race, and he ran the race pretty much as a closer, and he closed down, you know, over 10 lengths. That's a big effort. We haven't had a performance like that in a long time. It's the second biggest long shot in Kentucky Derby history. Rich Strike, he made history, but it doesn't surprise me that they're not trying for the Triple Crown. I was disappointed, but I'm like, it makes sense. Nobody thought that horse was going to win. Like I said, I think that makes more sense with a horse that you know is clearly capable of it and you think has a good chance. Nobody was giving Rich Strike a chance. Nobody knew about the horse. So it's a bummer, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We're not going to get a Triple Crown this year. You know, things happen. I'm not disappointed they're not running him. Maybe some people, I'm sure some people are. Clearly, I'm not. I'd rather the horse be safe and in the best condition to maybe try to win the Belmont. Now, that would be a little bit like hindsight 2020. If he goes and wins the Belmont, then it's like, oh, he actually could have potentially won the Preakness. That will be a different story. But if he can't win the Belmont, I think it clearly proves that he's still not that type of horse. He is a right day, right conditions type of horse. And exactly, Blue. That's what I'm saying. If he wins the Belmont, then we're going to be saying, well, why wasn't he in the Preakness? But he's got to win the Belmont. I think that's going to be a tough race for him to win. I like the horse. I like the connections. I like the family, the trainers, everybody involved. But I think that's going to be a tough race for them to win. But who knows? Him taking off the Preakness could give him a better shot. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's not a great recovery horse. Some horses are monsters where they can race in big grade ones every 2 weeks and be fine. Rich Strike may not be that horse. We have to be honest. We can't just assume because he won the Derby that he's capable of just running the entire Triple Crown. Every horse, despite their strength and their abilities at that level, every horse is not capable of that. Every horse isn't capable of running the Derby. And then you go literally 2 weeks into the Preakness, and then you have an extra week of time before the Belmont. 3 weeks between the Preakness and the Belmont. Some horses are not inherently that good at running big G1s like that so closely together. That's why the Triple Crown is such a big deal. That's why we've only had so many Triple Crown winners in the entire history. It's because it's that tough of a thing to do. I think to say Rich Strike is in a position to win the Triple Crown is saying he's potentially American Pharaoh. Justify? Secretariat? Anything's possible, but I don't think he's any of those horses. I really don't. I don't think he's any of those horses. He could prove us wrong and prove me wrong in the Belmont. And for the sake of conversation, I hope he does. But I don't know if he would have won the Preakness today. Early voting was pretty strong. Early voting was pretty strong. I don't know if Rich Strike would have beaten him today. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. You got, honestly, Blue, if you haven't watched the videos of just the family, the owners, the trainers, you got to watch. I think they are really happy that they even won the Derby. I think you're thinking more bigger picture, which makes sense, but I think they were just happy to have won the Derby. And they're just happy that their horse that they purchased for $30,000, compared to most of those horses in that field, which usually go for over $1 million at the sales. I think they're just happy their horse won the Derby, bro. You got to think about that. Just because you win the Derby doesn't necessarily mean you should chase the Triple Crown. That depends on your horse. It depends on what your expectations are. I think if you're going into the Kentucky Derby with the idea of trying to become a Triple Crown winner, that makes sense. You know? I don't know if they ever had that anticipation. Hellbilly's up in the grade 1. Honest Bird's the favorite. It is what it is. The strapper owns the horse in your eyes? Yeah, I hear you. I would agree. I would definitely agree. At the end of the day, it was a team decision. They all clearly probably agreed on what they wanted to do with Rich Strike. I have faith that they made the right decision, and if he wins the Belmont, yes, like you said, it's going to raise questions as to why he wasn't in the Preakness, but I'm not sure. That was a heck of a run. He is a very strong horse. I'm not sure what his recovery is. So it may be a mystery. This could go down as a documentary in horse racing history if he wins the Belmont. Why wasn't Rich Strike in the Preakness? It certainly will be the talking point for decades. A potential Triple Crown winner that didn't win because he didn't run in one of the legs. If he wins the Belmont. If he doesn't win the Belmont, everything we're talking about is really irrelevant. Let's be honest. If he doesn't win the Belmont in a couple weeks, what we're talking about doesn't honestly matter. It really doesn't. Winning the Belmont is the only viable thing that will put the Triple Crown for him into question. If he can't win the Belmont, clearly that to me proves he's just not a Triple Crown horse. Yeah, that's why we race for the love of racing. Yep, completely agree, bro. So, we'll see. You never know, right? I mean, nobody expected him to win, so who knows what will happen in the Belmont. Hellbilly, we're kind of stuck. We're bumping horses. It happens in this game, people. It's not me doing it intentionally. The AI are that broken. If you're not familiar with this game and AI logic, the AI race in these games as if the human player, aka me in this case, doesn't exist. Like, they're not programmed to move, to get out of the way, to create space. They just stay in their lanes like, you know, a rabbit on a track or something, and then they just go. unfortunately. So it's third place for special. That was Hell Pool. Special Pool didn't win that grade 1, did she? Supposed to be writing these down. So I say for Rich Strike, judgment has to be reserved for the Belmont. It's too early to say that he should have been in the Preakness, because if he doesn't win the Belmont, it wouldn't matter anyways. Him winning that race will put everything into question, 100%. But 3 weeks time, I will be live streaming that. I'll be with my girlfriend. It should be. Hopefully she'll be able to pick out a winner. She did pick out Rich Strike in the Derby. Missed out on that today. Maybe she would have picked early voting. But it's no big deal, man. It was a good race. It was a very good race. Okay. Special Pool. What did we do with you? What did you finish last time? You finished third in the Princess Cup. Okay. And Hellbilly finished third as well. So 2 third-place finishes. I mean, they're not the greatest of my horses, so that's understandable. So that Belmont's going to be really interesting, man. That Belmont's going to be really interesting. Rich Strike there. Maybe Mo Donegal. Epicenter probably will be there, but they have to run him differently. I don't know who else is going to be there. Early voting, maybe. I'm sure. That Belmont's going to be a heck of a race, I hope. So yeah, we're getting closer towards the end of the year here. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Any of you that are still remaining from the earlier section of the live stream with the Preakness, I appreciate you. I really do. I think Epicenter has been disappointing. 100%, bro. I was saying that earlier before you got here. Epicenter, they're running him too far back. They need to run him like 2 or 3 lanes off the leaders at most. They're running him 5 lanes off the lead, and he's just not catching up in time. That's why he's always finishing in second. He's just, at least for the Derby and the Preakness, they're running him way too far back. He has got to run with the leaders next time out in that Belmont to have a chance, I think. On the pace at least he needs to be. If he's on the pace, he has a chance to win that Belmont. I think a lot of people like Epicenter, so it makes sense, but they've been running him way too far. Wings of War, she needs 1 more 8 furlong win for a title, so we're putting her in the Super Mile. Or we can run her in the World Mile Cup. Most of my fillies are in some great races here. In Desert Diver, you're 10 to 14. I'm just focusing on G2s with you because I don't know if you're grade 1 ready yet. We're going to run him 12.5. He's... Oh, handicap? Ugh. Handicap tells me he's ready for a grade 1. You usually don't get handicaps in grade 2s here unless your horse is really supposed to be in a grade 1. Maybe he's ready for it. Continental Cup, 12 furlongs. It's quite the distance, but he can run 10 to 14. He should be able to handle it. Let's check his results right quick. Desert Diver. 8 wins out of 12 starts. Most of those are grade 2s. Yeah, he's knocking the grade 2s out of the park. So that's why he probably has a handicap, and they're saying, okay, put your horse in a grade 1. 110 turf rating. I named the horse in 2004 after you, by the way. Did you really? No way. I appreciate that, dude. Did you name it after HRG or just my name? Or even my older name that I use on the channel. Whichever you did. I appreciate that, man. Thanks. I have to return the favor, naturally. Cosmopolitan. After Cosmosis. Hats off to you, good sir. I appreciate that, man. Thanks. So I have to return the favor. I don't know where to start. Who did I like? Which horse of yours did I like the most? I'm missing the name. I left it in a comment or the one of your live streams I was in. I can't remember. I think it was a filly. You just found my channel. Love it so much. Kaiju. I appreciate it. Kaiju. Your name is Kaiju, so you have to be into, like, Kaijus, I'm assuming, right? I'm saying this as a fan of Kaijus myself. I'm not as deep into the lore as others are. Not even close, but I like anything with Kaiju, so I'm hoping I'm right. But maybe you just decide to name yourself that, which is fine. But if you do like Kaijus as well, well, you know, freaking A, bro. Freaking A. Oh, my goodness. What is that horse of blue? It was a filly. What's her name? It's going to drive me insane. You retired her a bit ago, Blue. I just can't remember her name. I think she had, like, green tack or something. I know some of your horses have had green tack. I'm not helping. I'm drawing blanks. My mind is just... Pfft. Anyways, Wings of War is up in this grade 1. She's not expected to win. Empty Treaty is the favorite. It's a tough field. I'm going to give my gal a shot. You give her a shot. Oh, what is that filly's name? Driving me bananas, bro. It's driving me bananas. I can't think of it. I'm going to have to like go to one of your recent streams or later streams and see. But yeah, anybody that found my channel recently, welcome. Welcome to, I think, one of the best horse racing communities on YouTube. Because we're literally from all over the world, different backgrounds, all sorts of stuff. And we all get along. Just goes to show you it is possible. You find one common interest, everybody can get along. That's really it. Find a common interest, everybody from anywhere in the world can get along with each other, really. We all love horse racing. So, there's the easy fix. What is that filly's name? I'm going to have to look in one of your older live streams. I certainly have to return the favor. Fairy Dust? No, it was before that line. Alright, got to go with Wings of War now. I was not paying attention, to be honest with you, but we have an inside trip. We have an inside trip along the rail. World Mile Turf Cup with Wings of War. She's driving. Guys, we're driving with our filly. We have to go after the 4. We hit the rail. She finishes so strong. We weren't going to beat the 4, though, but 3rd place in that race, and we had no chances of winning. That's not terrible. Eyes of Leah. Yes. Eyes of Leah. Thank you, dude. I'm going to have to return the favor with Eyes of Leah. I loved that gal. Probably my favorite filly to mare you've had. Hazel Fox is freaking amazing. Would you say Hazel Fox, blah, 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 is one of your better horses, strongest horses you've had? At least, I'm sure you've had better horses, like from your other saves, but where would you put where would you put Hazel Fox compared to like your best horses you've ever had in Gallop Racer? Scale of 1 to 10, where would you put her? We finished 4th. Oh, so we got nipped at the line. Not as much as horses. Are you a fan of horse racing games in general, or specifically horse racing games like these? Oh, I like both. I've been into horse racing since I was 3, and 27 years older, so there's the math. I've been into horse racing since I was 3. I've been going to the track since I was 3. So I'm just a huge fan of horse race. I love horses in general. Horses are my second favorite animal. Horses are my second favorite animal in the whole world. Really tied for first. You know, if I had a choice between my favorite and horses, it would be so hard. But they're without a doubt my second favorite. So I've always loved horses. I love seeing them run. It's something special about seeing a horse, a beast that's an animal that weighs 1,000 pounds, be able to run at 35 miles an hour. In kilometers, I'm not sure what the conversion is, but I guess your normal, driving speed down, a regular main road, a horse is able to keep up, for a decent time. That's pretty darn incredible, man. I just love seeing them freaking run. Based on her parents and being such a surprise, top 10 easily. Nice. Final place undeciding. 40 grade 1 wins running away past her peak. Just wow. 40 grade 1s, bro. That's amazing. 20 is the highest I've gotten to. I'm halfway there. I'm not even close to a Hazel Fox yet. Not even close. You see, what I'm going to need to get 40 grade 1 wins, at least in this game, is a super late growth type with a horse like Hazel Fox. I think we're getting there, but we're still probably another couple years off. Sweet Delight's the favorite in today's World Turf Cup. We need this, and she'll get a title. What's your favorite animal? Complete opposite of a horse, which is that'd probably weird people out. My favorite animal is an animal that, in the wild, if starving and if desperate, would hunt a horse. It's not a big cat. It's not a big cat. It's not a big cat, but if it was desperate enough, it would at least hunt a smaller horse. Unfortunately, but, nature is nature. Mine's a toucan. Nice. Toucans are awesome, dude. Cool freaking birds. Toucans are freaking dope. Very nice. But, yeah, my favorite animal. You see the moon come out? And then there it is. It's conflicting to people sometimes. They're like, how could wolves be your favorite animals, but you like horses too? I just love wolves, man. I like wolves. I like horses. It's a shame what happens in the wild, but for the most part, I mean, bigger cats are more prone to hunt horses than like wolves are, so it's not often like wolves and horses really even run into each other in the wild. Usually it's mountain lions or something like that, but wolves, forever and always my favorite animals. Not another wolf guy. I've always loved wolves, bro. It's not a fad. I've loved wolves since I was like little. Literally little. You know what I mean? And like, I actually know a lot about wolves. I could talk about wolves for hours. I'm not the wolf. Come on, Sweet Delight. I gotta focus up here. Half a furlong left to go. I got her going too late. We're not gonna get there. I botched this race. I fell asleep. That's my fault. I got distracted in the animal talk. We needed that race, man. We needed that win. We needed that win. That would have been a great win for the title. That was tough for both of the fillies, though. Tough for both of them, but I've loved wolves since I was a kid. I've had wolf stuff since I was a kid. I know a lot. I've studied a lot. I generally love them as an animal. They're so misunderstood. They're very misunderstood creatures, even still to today. They're so misunderstood. People's fear of wolves is all out of ignorance and not understanding them. Most of it is. Toucans are so rad, bro. Honestly, have you seen that video where they try sparkling water? I have not. You gave me something to watch. You gave me and Blue both something to watch, I guess. But yeah, I love wolves. Very misunderstood. I relate to them a lot. People misunderstand me the same way they misunderstand wolves. Just because they look at my exterior and then they get to know me, they're like, "Oh, you're a pretty decent guy." I'm like, "Well, no shit. Like, you should be getting to know people before you're judging them, right? It's 2022. You should kind of evolve. Like, if you're not understanding something, do your research. Learn." Vince, hello. Welcome. It's been a while since I think we've seen you here, man. How are you? Such a bummer. Both of the gals. Those were tough races, man. Those were tough races. I got them both going a little bit too late, though. They're not going to be ready again till the end of the year. Modern Club, I'm going to put you in a grade 1. But yeah, like I'm introverted. I am more of an animal person than a people person. Believe it or not. I know how to socialize, obviously. I'm not like a mute or a weirdo. It's just like I like my space and I would prefer to like be around, my dogs or something like that. I love the outdoors, But yeah, like I can relate. People judge me all the time, misjudge me all the time. They're like, "Oh, you're cool. I thought you were this way." I'm like, I have no idea why you assumed I was a certain way that I wasn't, but sure. Whatever. I think it's because like I keep to myself. People think something negative, and it's like I'm just a very introverted person. Like I keep to myself. That's just who I've been as a kid. I've been watching Blue lately, so yeah, nice, awesome. I mean, most of us probably are. I'm sure we all have our friends, but most of us we would probably consider ourselves like animal type of people, right? To an extent. Like I'm sure most of us have dogs, cats. We like our birds. We love horses, clearly. I think most of us are more animal-like people than the average citizen, the average person, right? You're an introvert too, yeah? Freaking A. It's nice. Like, it's nice when I don't have to... and introverts. INFJ for me, Kaiju. No freaking kidding. That's awesome. Like, I feel like I don't actually have to explain myself. If you guys are introverts like me, we're the same. I don't really have to explain myself to you guys, and you guys don't really have to explain yourselves to me, because we all know how it is. That's awesome. Good stuff. Good to know we got some fellow introverts here. I never once thought about that, really. I just knew we all loved horses for the most part. I wasn't thinking about it, but that's sweet. So this is a grade 1 for Modern Club. We should win this. I've kind of been falling asleep. I've been starting my spurts late. But yeah, today's stream is gone very well. Better than I thought. I didn't really think anybody was going to be in here because, like, the race was happening at such a late time. I'm like, people are going to be asleep. You know, just not even here doing other stuff. And a lot of people came through. Oh, look at this. Look at Modern Club roll. Oh, Modern Club's gone. Oh, there's still somebody on the outside, and we're not catching them. Gosh darn it. They're putting me in really tough fields. I could have started sooner. INFP here. Another introvert. No kidding. You don't speak to people. You just breathe. You just breathe creepily loud next to people. I try my best to let people know, like, don't talk to me. We don't need to have, like, this unnecessary, like, hey, the sky's blue. Hey, the green is grass. Hey, we don't need to have those conversations. We really don't. We can sit here in silence and, like, it shouldn't be awkward. You know, like, I'm completely fine with silence. I know it weirds people out, but, like, we don't have to talk. We can just both just be in our own worlds. INFP here. Nice. AC, welcome. I don't think I've seen you here. I love your profile picture. I love that. So welcome. All right, so it's second for Modern Club. We're finishing well. We're just not winning. But in my defense, they're putting me against some tough fields. Like, this is what happens to me in grade 1s at Gallop Racer. Tough fields, tougher than the average, and outside draws. Oh, I thought you were battling Cosmic Fog. It was Cosmic Fog. You had no chance. This is what I'm saying. I always end up getting, like, the best horses in my grade 1s. I don't have the luxury of, like, just okay grade 1 horses. They're always putting me up against these freaking superstars, and they're like, hey, pull off a miracle. It's like, okay, like, on the right horse I can pull off a miracle, but, you know, we're still getting better horses. 8 to 13 for special pool. I think I'm just going to drop her to, like, a grade 2. Or just going to wait. Winter GP? She's struggling at these longer distances. I'm not really feeling it. I'm gonna run her in a grade 2 to finish out the year. INFP are cool, yeah. I think all introverts are cool. Even extroverts are cool. You know, just understand us introverts need our space and we don't want to talk all day and like, we're fine. It's like extroverts expecting an introvert to be introverted. We don't expect people that are extroverts to be like us. We know you're going to talk if that's what you like, which is fine. Everybody is their own person, but I feel like extroverts still expect us as introverts to be more like them. It's like we're not. We don't want to talk all the time. Not like you guys. Do you have a Discord server? I do not. I need to make one. People have been telling me and asking me to make one. I am going to make one. Maybe later tonight or tomorrow. I don't have one now. Not at least a horse racing Discord. I have one for anime. Yes, I am into anime. I know. Gross. I like my anime, bro. I do. Not every anime. There's certain shows I really like, but I have a Discord for that. I'm not even in it. It's the whole reason I haven't made one. Like, I'm never active in my Discords. Blue has a Discord, though. Yeah, BasicBlue has a Discord. I am a part of that, thankfully. It's a lot easier for me to be in a Discord and not have to worry about anybody wondering where I'm at. Like, I've had my own Discords, and the people are like, you know, where's Eric? Where's Eric? You know? And I get it. It's a bad look. Owner creates a Discord, and then he's not in the Discord. I get it. It's a bad look. So that's the sole reason I haven't created one yet. But I will, because I'm going to post updates to, like, when I go live for live streams, when videos go out. Because YouTube, still to this day, doesn't send everybody notifications. It's so outrageous. And they keep saying the same thing. Oh, well, just make sure, you know, your subscribers have your notifications on. It's like, they do. They're just not getting it because your system is broken. Still to this day, everybody doesn't get notifications. I don't even get them as a fellow watcher of YouTubers myself. So I need to make a Discord for that. Continental Cup. Big race here, ladies and gentlemen. 12 furlongs with Desert Diver. He's ready. It says he's ready. I ran him in grade 2s. Back to back to back to back. Now he has handicaps, so they're saying he's ready for a grade 1. He is getting stronger. He's not at his peak. Silly Hawk's the expert. It's going to be tough. Us and Silly Hawk, we have to set the pace and stay out in front. Now I've been chatting in live chat, but usually I don't. But I'm talkative in chat when I'm watching your live and Blue's live. Yeah, that's awesome, Vince. I noticed that. I've seen you in his most recent lives as well. So fantastic, dude. Glad you're here. Glad you're chatting it up with us. Glad all you guys are here. Even if you're not chatting, I'm glad every single one of you that are here watching today are watching. And anybody that's even watching this back as a video, I'm also appreciative for that. It's the simple things in life that make me happy, people. I'm a very simple dude. But tell freaking Emily, it's my girlfriend, I have to tell her that all the time. She's like, oh, do you want this or that? I'm like, I don't need it. I'm fine. I'm fine with simple things. I really am. You can see me chatting all blues live. Yep. I see you quite often, Vince. That's awesome. Yeah, Kaiju, I'm going to let you know for sure. I definitely need to make it at least for updates. And I'm sure I'll probably be more active because I like talking about horse racing more. Like my anime Discord, I'm not always in the mood to talk about anime, but I can talk about horse racing any day, really. I can talk about horse racing any day, anytime. So I think by design I'll be more active in that Discord when I make it. So yeah, I'll be doing that soon. I've been really behind on it. I'm recording a lot of videos. You guys are going to see. Between now and like the middle of June, there's a crap ton of Gallop Racer content coming from all the games, basically. So who is that I'm racing with? Is that the favorite? That's Pure Devil. No? Okay, we got to go now. Come on, Desert Diver. You got to get your first grade 1. Oh, we have a long way to go. Is he going to tire out? He's still strong. Oh, we're going to gas. He's done. I ran him too hard. Oh, I ran him way too hard. My fault. Blew that. I blew that race. Gosh darn it, bro. Bad race. That's my fault, people. Ran him way too hard. And I started him too soon on his spurt. I needed to wait till we were at the top of the stretch. I literally got him going at the bottom of the hill. Exerted him too much. Going up that incline. Tired him out. We finished 4th. We were supposed to finish 1st or 2nd at the minimum. And the favorite ends up getting the win. That's the thing. That's what's happened to me with Desert Diver in grade 1s. Like in this game, he doesn't play the same way he plays like in 2003 or 4. So it's a different adjustment. Any horse racing games you can recommend that isn't NFT or real cash? I'm not doing the WGS. Screw off. A real cash betting. Kaiju, yeah, there's quite a few. I mean, a lot of them are now like real money, but any game in the Gallop Racer series, like this gaming series of the game we're playing now, all these are not real money. You have to pay real money to get the game if you're not playing it on your PC or your laptop. But outside of that, there's no real money involved. What else do I play? Horse Racing Manager 2. That's a game I have available. If you go to the description box below of this live stream, that's available. No real money involved. That's really about it, though. Unfortunately, a lot of the horse racing games they're pay to play, man. Kind of sucks, you know what I mean? They are pay to play. That's the problem for me with front runners in Gallop Racer 2000. Yeah, 100%, Vince, 100%. Desert Diver, he has a 110 turf rating. And he should be able to handle it. 5-star guts. I mean, I generally think I messed up that race with him, but I've struggled in grade 1s with him in this game. Like, the front runner needs to be like a monster of a front runner. Otherwise, you're going to lose out to the better horses. It's going to be extremely difficult. So, yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because, like, I try to make that a case sometimes with certain horses. I'm like, certain horses in the game, they're just hard. Cries in Spanish. Yeah, it's a bummer, Kaiju. I mean, you can look in the App Store for whatever your phone is or device. Search horse racing games. Pocket Stables is a fun one, but I don't know if you would like that. I think it costs $5. It's basically a Pokemon version of horse racing. It's extremely fun. No pay to play outside of just paying for the game, like I said. But I don't know if I should put Wings of War in this grade 1 or Sweet Delight. I think I gotta put Sweet Delight in that last race. She has the best endurance for it, the Winter GP, and this could win her a title. She might win Lawn Champ with that. But yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the horse racing games are pay to play. Kaiju, you could play iHorse Arcade as... Oh yeah, iHorse is a good game. Yeah, thanks, Vince. Good shout. Good shout, my friend. That is a good one. There's really nothing left to do for my horses at the end of the year. I mean, Wings of War is ready, but what am I going to do? Run her in a 16 furlong grade 2? She would be better for the Winter GP, technically. And Sweet Delight would be better for that grade 2. But she's so close to a title. I got to get her a title. Wings of War just needs to wait till next year. So I think these are going to be the last 5 races here today. I'm going to record 2004 here soon. We're rebuilding. I'm changing so much about how we've been playing 2004. I'm going a completely different direction. I'm modeling the next episodes in 2004 based off of how we've gotten success in this game right now. I'm going down the same type of formula. So I have to do some rebuilding. But you have to, I can only play on PC. I only have the new gen Xbox, so I don't have access to all these old school classics. Ah, I got you. There's a lot of games still on PC you can play, Kaiju. Like I said, this is available. You can play this game, Gallop Racer 3. I have a tutorial for it on my channel. You can search it up. I included all the links. You can download it, play this game. No money involved. Horse Racing Manager 2, you would have to pay for that. Horse racing developers for PC gaming, they're interesting. Like, people have sent me games to beta test. I've beta tested like 3 new pretty good horse racing games, thoroughbred games in the last 2 years, but like they haven't released them yet. And I don't have permission to upload those footages. So developers for horse racing games are weird. I don't know if it's a financial thing, I don't know if it's marketing, but like I've beta tested 3 games that none of you have probably seen, and they're still not out here yet. And I contacted the developers and they've just gone ghost, so I have no idea what's happened. Wings of War, though, she's the favorite in this grade 2, which is good. 16 furlongs, but she has the distance to handle it, so let's go. You have to wait for races to end to train your horses. Yeah, that's kind of weird to me. It's a little bit of a weird thing. Check it out after your stream. Awesome, man. Sounds good. Sounds fantastic. Kaiju, copy this. iHorse, the iRacing horse arcade. Vince, is that game also available on PC or not? Because I know some of the mobile games are still available on the PC if you go to like the website, or some website may have them, but I know not all of them transfer from mobile to PC. Okay, Wings of War, I gotta get her going early. I've been just kind of distracted. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just like sometimes when I'm really engaged, I'm not really paying attention to the race as much. I'm just kind of just coasting. You know, this is like a Formula 1 game. It's night and day different. I have to pay attention every single second, every other second of every lap that I'm racing. But this game, my hand doesn't even need to be on the controller. I could literally put my controller down until like 4 furlongs. It's easy to kind of cruise here. But yeah, guys, you can give it a shot. See if that works. I don't know if it's available on the PC. Wings of War and Sweet Delight, they both need titles. They're so close. They both just need one more grade 1 win at 8 furlongs. I don't know why we're not... There's just not a lot of grade 1s left at the end of the year that are 8. They're usually 10, 12 as you're seeing. The 8 furlong G1s are spring to like summer and early fall. Then after that, it's just all the long races. Yeah, Kaiju, no problem. Glad we could be of some assistance. So this is a grade 2. It's a very long one for Wings of War. Some grade 2s in this game open up better grade 2s or better grade 1s. So this race, winning this, could open up something special for us. Okay, we're going to let these guys tire themselves out. Now we're going to go. Now we're going to go with Wings of War, and she explodes. See, I mistimed her spurts. Granted, there were still tougher horses in those other fields I had to worry about. And she's gone. Wings of War is clear, guys. Look at that. She is pulling away. And she could hit the record. Oh, she's going to break the record. She destroys that grade 2 race. That's 16 furlongs she just beat the record at. Yep. It's just us here, chatting for now. She obliterated that race. That's 16 furlongs she just set the record at. That's why I'm disappointed I lost those other races with her, because she has the endurance. The endurance. She absolutely destroyed that race. Wings of War. To think, her father only won 6 races. She's won double digits. 6 grade 1s, and now sets a record. Sedate Win, our 2-year-old filly from Whirlwind out of Sedate Devil. Thanks, Blue. She's up in the Filly Cup. Need to win this. Yeah, Vince, that's how it goes here. Most of my live streams, it's always just a couple of people chatting, but most of the time, everybody else is just watching, which is completely fine to me. It doesn't bother me if people aren't chatting, honestly. We are the favorite with Sedate Win. We can get her first win. If she wins this, she's going to get a 2-year-old award already. Risky Monday and Simple Moon, I think we're beating those horses. Run as a closer. Keep her closer to the front. I don't want her sitting too far off the pace. But yeah, most of the time, people are watching more than commenting. It's completely fine with me. I have my own Pippi Longstockings, right. I just saw that. Oh, I just saw that, dude. Yeah. Okay, Sedate. What's going on with my camera angle? Controller's like being funny. Okay, she doesn't want to be in last place. This is fine. I'm gonna watch out for Simple Moon. Oh boy. She's saving plenty of ground. She's saving plenty of ground. I'm gonna get her moving up a little bit though. Slow pace 47 and 8. I think that works out for us. Okay, get her moving now. She's in the yellow. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You got this. I can't straighten her out. Can't straighten out the camera angle. What's your favorite song? I'll think about that after this race. Come on, Sedate. Simple Moon is still staying out there. She's still driving. Come on, Sedate. Drive! I messed her up. I messed her up. I messed her up big time. I just wanted her to get going a little bit faster, and then she went too fast, and it unsettled her. She was running in the yellow that whole stretch run. She needed to still be in the blue or the green. That we would have pulled ahead. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a blown race. Blown race. Amazing to think I've won quite a number of G1s here today, and then I've blown races like that. Oh yeah, Vince, I know how to reset the angle. Like it just wasn't working. Like controller, I don't know. It just was not working. I reset it all the time, but it just wasn't happening. Oh, Sedate, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You should have won that. I would have put you on a good pace. Good thing is I can run her in the Triple Crown next year. Well, maybe. What's her dirt rating? Nope, never mind. No Triple Crown for her. Favorite song? That's tough, bro. Favorite song is probably definitely 80s. 80s song for sure. Favorite song is hard. I don't know if I could go to one favorite song. You do that in all your vids? Yeah. It just wasn't working for me in that race. Like I was doing it and it just wasn't happening. It could be my controller. I'm playing on a different one today. If I did it on my Xbox controller, it would have worked. I'm playing on like my generic PlayStation controller, and this thing doesn't want to work half the time for certain things. So, special pool is up in a grade 2. Not the favorite. Fine rhythm is. Missed a couple of races here today. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit disappointed in myself because I mean we've won half of our races, but we've missed out on a lot. Just bad timing. Bad timing. More so going too late because horses like Simple Moon that beat us in that last race, they're able to get the jump on us, and then we're playing catch up, and as great as my horses I think are right now, we don't have like a Cosmosis. Maybe with Sweet Delight we do, but Cosmosis, Stardust King, Storm Lark, we don't have any horses like that yet. Again. First Class by Jack Harlow. Fair enough. Yeah, favorite song is hard, man. I like so much music. Definitely an 80s song for sure. Because to me, a favorite song is a song I could listen to more than the others. More often than not. I can always listen to 80s music, so. Alright, special pool. Let's go. Let's go. We need this grade 2 win. I forgot who the favorite is. Rainy Rhythm, right? Ah, come on, special pool. We're not going to get there in time. That's the best effort she can get. Too late. First Class is a good song. Yeah. I vibe with that, man. Too late. I'm getting going too late, even still. This is the only downside of me switching games. Keep in mind, in the last 4 days, I've played Gallop Racer 2003. I've played Gallop Racer 2001. I've played 2004, and now I'm back on 2003. Or excuse me, now I'm back on Gallop Racer 3. Timing your spurt is different in every single one of the games. So I have to adjust. I have to be playing for a while. I mean, we've done 22 races here today. I should be better by this point, but sometimes I'm just not there. Sprinters Cup here. Arctic Crop's the favorite. Only horse to worry about. Hellbilly has a chance. I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to get ahead of Arctic Crop in the stretch and see if we can hold off and win this. Because I've been allowing the favorites to stay in front of us, and that's why they're beating us. I've just been a little bit lazy. You weren't so happy you would be a jockey? That was a dream of mine. It was a dream, I should say. Kazmail, what's going on, my dude? What's going on, brother? Yeah, my dreams were crushed like in the 4th grade. I was already approaching too tall of a height and the weight. Well, the weight came later, but the height, I was already pretty tall in 4th grade. And then I realized, okay, being a jockey is not going to happen. You just got to get good. That's all it is, you know? That's really all it is. What's happening? Well, we're almost at the end of the year in this game. I didn't even see the favorite. Hold on, I gotta focus. Now that's a good jump. That's a good jump for Hellbilly. And the jump doesn't matter because that's the favorite Arctic Crop. Arctic Crop is a godly horse in this game. How's the races? We've done well. I've missed quite a few that I shouldn't have, but we've done well today. Like, we haven't finished outside of the top 5 more than twice. Actually, no, we haven't finished outside of the top 5 more than once. 22 races, only 1 finish outside of the top 5. So I'm doing consistent. I've won a couple grade 1s, but I've missed a couple. Mainly because I'm just kind of distracted and not blaming you guys. I'm just not really focusing. I'm not paying attention. You know? I'm enjoying the conversations. A little bit more than our performances, actually. So, I'm just having a good time with that. It's fine. Like, we'll be okay. So, Hellbilly, I got him going, and we still weren't going to win. I have rode a cooler for 100 feet nonstop. Really. It's quite the ride, isn't it? I can't see the progress you make in 2004. When you say that, what do you mean exactly? I genuinely don't know what that means. So I'm just asking for clarification. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm not sure what you mean exactly. We've made no real progress because like I'm completely changing like how I'm going to do breeding going forward. Like after this live stream is over, I'm going to be recording 2004 for the next couple of hours, give you guys a nice couple of big episodes. I'm changing my mindset. Like how I've adapted my mindset to this game at Gallop Racer 2003, that's what I'm going to be doing for 2004. I feel like I've been stuck in a time machine with 2004. Like I've been so kind of behind the times with my mindset for breeding. So it's going to be rebuilding, which I'm excited about. I'm excited to be rebuilding in that game because now I know what I need to do. I wanted to ride horses, but that dream was crushed hard. I'm 22 now, but I'm not sure I could give it another shot. I feel that, Kaiju. I've always wished I was in a position to ride a horse, man, to race a horse, but yeah, some of us are just not blessed with. I could never at this point. I'm too heavy. I weigh 190 right now, and I'm 6'2". I could never race a horse, realistically, not in an actual organized event. I couldn't. Anyway, Sweet Delight, she's the favorite. We need to get her this Winter GP win. Silly Hawk's here. This is what I mean. Easy Traffic, Rainy Rhythm. They just always give me tough horses in my grade ones all the time. Wild Vegas, even though she's a long shot, it's like just give me like an easy grade 1 every now and then so I can like get my titles. Because then I'll have better horses to compete against these other horses. Stormlark was able to beat fast horses. Stardust King was able to beat great horses of this game. You're going to be all right. Don't be too hard on yourself. Get a good feel for these games. Yeah, Kazmail, I appreciate that, man. Thanks. That's what I think. Early voting, show me your ID. Antonio, I get it. You're 5'10", yeah. Bones are heavy, yep. Some people are just watching because they thought it was the live for the Preakness. Yeah, like, I get that. I'm still appreciative for everybody, but anybody watching knows that, like, no YouTuber can even show the Preakness. So I think most people are aware that, like, if you see Preakness in someone's live stream title for a YouTube video, it means somebody's talking about it. Maybe they'll have graphics on screen, but, like, everybody knows no YouTuber can actively show the race. If you've been on YouTube for more than a year, every single person in horse racing knows, like, if you're looking up a live stream for a race, YouTubers like me can't show the race. You know what I mean? They're really strict about that. So my legs are like 40 pounds each. I don't even know how much my legs weigh. I've never thought about that. I accidentally bumped a horse. You got the trifecta. Did you actually get it? You won 600. Antonio, congratulations. Holy cow. I mean, you won 600 from a try. Good for you, bro. I wish. I haven't hit a try in a while. I mean, I haven't been wagering like I used to, but 600 for a try? Good stuff. I can't show the race. Kaiju copyright. NBC owns the right to those races. So do the tracks. You just can't show them. You get a copyright strike, your channel's in bad shape, and you can get taken down. So, yeah. Anybody that cares about their channel would never actually show those races. Obviously, I do. Come on, Sweet. Hang on, girl. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on. She's just going to hang on to win the Winter GP. My gosh, that was such a grind, bro. I still started her a little bit too early in that case, but she just hung on. Holy cannolis. That was scary. But yeah, you can't, I mean, NBC owns most of the bigger grade ones, at least for North America. I don't know about Europe, Asia, Japan. I don't know about those G1s, but Japan's even more strict. So point being, any big horse race, any big G1, you can't live stream it. NBC will get you, Japan will get you, the other countries will get you. Like, they just, it's their property at the end of the day as far as the content is concerned, so we can't stream it. It would be nice. It would be amazing, but, like, if you care about your YouTube channel, you can't. Now, you could stream it maybe and get away with it if you change the meta, but then if you get caught, like, you're probably losing your channel. Or you're getting a copyright strike, which is going to prevent you from doing a lot of YouTube stuff, as far as videos and whatnot. So, for this channel, I would never risk it. But guys, we're here. Oh, yes. We're here at the end of the year. Sweet Delight gets Horse of the Year off of that win. And that was her. That was 12.5. That's her. Sweet Delight, 7 grade 1 wins. So she's winning a lot of them at a pretty high distance. Long distance would be better. Wings of War gets Best Sprinter. And Myler, which is ironic. She's an endurance horse. But she gets that. So I need to write all this stuff down, actually, to keep in mind for breeding. So Horse of the Year, 4-year-old for Sweet Delight. Wings of War. Best Sprinter Award, 4-year-old. Best Older Mare as well for Sweet Delight. And Special Pool gets Best 3-year-old filly. She, considering we didn't really win that many grade 1s with her, she yeah, she was able to do well enough to still get the Best 3-year-old filly. That's good stuff. Eric, try running a cooler good arm exercise since you push your own weight repeatedly quickly. Oh, trust me, yeah. I haven't worked out lately. I've been a little bit lazy. I'm getting back to it tomorrow, but trust me, I know exactly what to do. I'm a certified personal trainer, so just in case you think I may not know, trust me. I do know my stuff when it comes to the fitness world. Yeah, I'm toning up. I'm toning up for racing. Automotive racing this season and next season. So I'm toning up. I need to lose more weight. Good weight, though. Not like bad weight. Like, I just need to tone up more. So I'm lighter, which will help. Yep. So, I mean, as far as any workouts you want to do, Elite, it depends on your goals, bro. It depends, like, what you want to do. If you want to gain more muscle, if you want to get bigger, if you want to tone down a lot, like if you want to gain just lean muscle, whatever your goals are, if you let me know that, then I could help point you in a better direction of what workouts would probably help you attain those goals faster. All right. So fantastic stuff here for us, despite some bad performances I thought I dropped. Title? Yes. Sweet Delight? Just Horse of the Year. It's still good. I was hoping she was going to get a like Blonde Champ too, but maybe not. And we win jockey rankings again. 52 meets. We won 27 of the 52. Almost 50% win ratio. In realistic terms, that's like incredible. Leading jockey. Again, more points. Give it to me. I want to lose weight and regain it in muscle, but I feel like 180 is too heavy. And you're just 5'11"? Yeah, so for 5'11", if you got down to like 170, maybe 165, maybe 170, that'd be safer. If you lose 10 pounds and just gain muscle, lean muscle, you're gonna be fine, bro. So what I do, I've been invited to the Dream Cup. Of course we're going. What I do if I want to lose weight and gain more lean muscle, you have to start incorporating more cardio. You gotta start to like cardio to some extent. I know I like cardio, but I know most people hate it. You're gonna have to start doing some cardio. That's gonna help you tack off some of the extra easy weight. And then as far as building that lean muscle, you're going to need to do lower weight, high repetition workouts. So that means not benching a crap ton. If you do bench press, that means only maybe doing a very easy weight that you can bench like 25 times. Everybody thinks I bench like really crazy strong stuff when they see me. And it's like, no, I do low weight, high repetition stuff, man. You want to build that good lean muscle. And lean muscle is better than fat, so that will also help tone down on some extra pounds you're trying to lose. So we're up with Sweet Delight in the Dream Cup, and she's the favorite, guys. Cam's Crown is here. Oh, boy. Cam's Crown is here. I'm going to have to be patient with Sweet Delight. We got lucky in that last grade 1. I cannot do that with her against Cam's Crown today. So I'm going to have to be patient and save as much stamina with her as possible. Just make sure she's in a position to get Cam's Crown. We're going to have to get the jump. We're going to have to get the jump on Cam's Crown. This will be the last race of today's live stream. Appreciate you guys that have stopped by, every single one of you. Wherever you are in the world. Much love. Much love. From me to you. I appreciate you guys. Made this an enjoyable Saturday night. I used to do track, so everything with cardio isn't... Oh, well, if you've done track, say less. One track and field person speaking to another. You know what it takes. So that's all you have to do, bro. Get your good cardio in, low weight, high repetition workouts. Whatever you want to do for that is perfectly fine. You have your own goals. Do those, you'll start toning up. Be consistent. Do that 4 times a week, minimum. But 4 times a week. That means I would do every other day. Today's Saturday, for example. If you started tomorrow, do another workout on Tuesday, Thursday, so on and so forth. This is super fun. Kaiju, thanks. I'm glad you've been here and been able to join and have come to the community. Bad start for us. Glad you've enjoyed. Glad I can entertain. And thank you as well for being here. All you guys again for being here. It's been a fun day for sure. I used to do 5Ks at 8, then I gained weight at 11. Used to do 5Ks. Wow. Well, that's something I'm not doing. I'm trying to get to that point. Cam's Crown is at the front there. Okay. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Kaiju. I've enjoyed it just as much, so thank you. Thank you a lot. Oh, this is the Dream Cup, baby. The dream goal here for Sweet Delight. She won Horse of the Year. She's 5 years old now. I'm going to have to make sure we're stalking Cam's Crown. I'm going to keep her right on Cam's Crown hip. The second I see that horse start to move, I'm moving Sweet Delight. Okay, there goes Cam. I'm going to have to pounce. Come on, Sweet. Come on, Sweet. Oh, she's driving. She's driving in the Dream Cup. Cam's Crown. She may have called it a day. Come on, Sweet. This is a tough horse race. It's Cam's Crown and Sweet Delight in the Dream Cup. We're going to get some resistance on the outside. Oh, wow. We both get beat. We both get beat. Unbelievable. 21:57. That's nice, dude. I could dream of that. I'll get there one day. Well, then, we finished 5th, actually. Sweet Delight. She's not quite at the Stardust King Cosmosis level, despite her success, but that was a tough race, man. I don't know anything I could have done differently. Maybe I should have waited. Cam's Crown to me was still going to be the biggest threat. Far Reason, Brave Arrow end up getting up there. Dandy Saint's good. I didn't expect that horse to be up there. You think so, Elite? Hopefully. I'm working on my endurance. Oh, that was tough, guys. That was the best I could do. I don't think Sweet Delight's quite at that level. Despite she was the favorite, we were supposed to win, but I mean, that doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I'm going based off of what my horse is capable of. She had a heck of a 4-year-old season, but Cam's Crown, it was still going to be hard to beat. That race was a mess. That race was a mess. Like, both favorites effectively didn't even come close. It's a bummer. I was really hoping we could have won that, but it wasn't in the cards. So we're at the end of the stream here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and save and just see what we're doing going forward in this series. Got 25 races done today. So made more progress than I thought. I really only expected to do like 5 to 10 races max, but yeah, we got some good work done. 9:34 for what? Mile and a half? Is that what you're telling me? Or what distance? 14 wins and 17 starts for Sweet Delight, but and that was her race to win. She's at her peak. That was her race to win, but she still hasn't even gotten a title. What are we missing? Longchamp is a title in the... Oh, no. I think Longchamp's not even a title in this game. Sorry. Let me see. Best Miler is. Best Sprinter is. I don't even think Longchamp's a title in this game. It's not. Ugh. All-rounder, I can still get her if I win another G1 at like 8 furlongs. So... yeah, there's no Longchamp in this game. That's kind of a bummer, because like she's won so many races over 12 furlongs, and there's not a single title for it. That's annoying. The Cooler Thing. Yeah, explain that. I've never heard that. I've never heard that terminology for running. So enlighten me. Sweet Delight. Can you run on the dirt? She might be capable of running on the dirt, but I don't know if I should save that for somebody else. She can't run in the Universal Cup, can she? 4 years old only. Mile, you were doing 6 minutes. That's crazy, bro. I can dream of a 6-minute mile. I can dream of that. Yeah, I mean, who else am I saving for that grade 1? Does anybody have a decent dirt rating? Hellbilly is good enough, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna put Hellbilly in that 8 furlong race for the dirt. Sedate win. She's 3 for 4. Finished second in that Philly Cup. That was disappointing. This has got to be her year. This has got to be her year. So, can she even run in grade 3s? No handicap. Interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna run her in that grade 3 next time out. Modern Club. You are 4 years old. You're going to be at your peak this year, so getting you a title would be nice, but I don't even think he's won a grade 1 yet. Or has he? No, came second in the Mile Cup. Modern Club, I don't know what I'm doing with you either, bro. Grade 2? America JC? Wait, can he even run that distance? Yeah, he can. You take Cooler, put a pillow on it, tape them together, and put your knees on them. Use a handle to get in motion, lifting all your weight, plus the Cooler's weight. Oh, I got it, bro. I had to do similar workouts like that for firefighter training in the past. I wasn't putting the name, the Cooler thing, and then that visual together, but now I get it. Yeah, I've done workouts like that. I've done workouts like that for sure. Those are fun workouts to do. They really are. Only titles in know of Heroine of USA World Mile. Vince, are you saying those are the only titles you know of? Because, yeah, Yeah, I'm aware of all those titles. There's a lot more. This game actually has way more titles than I initially thought. But what we can get for our horses now, that's the question. Elite, I get that. Yeah, totally get that, unfortunately. I don't think that's always the best way to push your kid, but, you know, it's not my place. But still, 6-minute miles are pretty incredible, bro. I remember kids were running 6-minute miles in, like, 4th grade. I'm like, how are you doing that? I couldn't even dream. My best mile in 6th grade, I swear, was like 7.5 minutes, and I don't even know how I did that. I can't even run a 7.5 mile now. I don't know how I did it in, like, 4th grade. Wings of War is going to have handicaps everywhere she goes, man. They really only want her in grade 1s. That's... I mean, this is going to be her at her best. She still needs a title, but, like, I can't run her anywhere, bro. I can run her in a grade 2 with a ridiculous handicap, but who wants to do that? I don't. I may just have to wait, because, like, I really don't want to run her with a handicap. It's not worth it to me. Like, I'm just going to have to wait till when she's ready to be in a grade 1, or we can run her in, like, a dirt grade 2. Yeah, well, I'm going to run her in the dirt grade 2. She won't have a handicap there. Sweet Delight. Gonna have to... What's the nearest 8 furlong G1 you can participate in? I really want a title for her. My gosh. The Royal Cup all the way in June. That's outrageous, bro. I'm not waiting that long. But I'm going to keep running her in, like, grade 2s until then. But she's also going to have a handicap. I keep forgetting, when in doubt with handicaps, just put your horse in a dirt race if they're not a dirt horse. Gets rid of the problem, pretty much. Gonna run her in an open dirt race. You were in 2nd and 3rd? That's incredible, dude. Hats off to you. I couldn't do that. I could not do that. Desert Diver can run in this grade 2. Handicaps? Seriously? All my horses have handicaps even for grade 2s, which means I can really only run them in grade 1s. That's... Oh, dear. I just don't want to wait too long. Handicap? No handicap here. Okay. Special pool. 8 to 13. Let me guess, handicap for you as well somewhere? No. Okay. Everybody's booked, ladies and gentlemen, for our next live stream with Gallop Racer 3. We're still chasing titles with these 2 mares. They're old. They're on the decline, but from my understanding, wherever you retire them, they still have the original stats of them, like, at their best, actually. So, like, I can still retire them past their prime, and they should be okay. They should be okay. Let's see who we have back here for breeding. Oh, Storm Lark is still here. Who was I going to breed him with? And Diamond Dust didn't really do anything. Used to play, Oh, used to play Gallop Racer on PSP. Right, now you play on mobile. Nice. I was thinking about doing that, but since I've already made so much progress in here, I can't. It would have been nice to have Gallop Racer on mobile. Yeah, Diamond Dust. What did you do? 10 wins of 12 starts. Okay. Max GR rank was 18. I don't want to breed her with Storm Lark, do I? 115 turf rating, and then Black Ruby's still back here. She did not great. GR rank 77. You're getting popular in Puerto Rico. You beat the governor in this one race. It was also the worst you ever did on a 5K. Made a 3K in Hacienda. Wow. That's pretty incredible, Elite. Awesome to hear that you clearly have pretty good endurance. Pretty good fast endurance. Anaerobic endurance, I should say. That's awesome, man. Yeah, parachute runnings were fine. They were really fun. Vince, appreciate you stopping by here. We'll see you later. Have a good one, my friend. I don't know who I'm breeding. You know what? I think I said I was going to breed Stormlark and Sweet Delight. Yep. I did say I was going to breed those 2. That's why I got to get her a title. I don't want to use Diamond Dust with Stormlark. I think Sweet Delight will be perfect. And Diamond Dust, I'll use her with one of the other cults we got. So we got some good things going on for breeding here. 217 points. I'll see who's in the market right quick, but we have really good stuff going in this series. This is how I want my 2004 series to be. This is why I'm rebuilding, so prepare for that, guys. 2004 episodes, I'm going to be switching gears, going about the game in a different way, but it's to get to this point. This works for me as far as this method in this game, so I'm going to apply that to all the other titles. Deep Wonder is here. I may have to snatch him up. While Vegas is here, I could get her again. She was reliable. She started the Cosmosis line. But, I think I'm going to have to snatch Deep Wonder. Or Mad Courage. Let me check Deep Wonder. I like the spurt, 9 to 13. Good stamina. Not a huge fan of the speed. Growth type is I think we're going to have to get Mad Courage. So straight sprinter. So we can get another sprinting line going if I pick him up. How much faster are our horses going to get? Stormlark was like the fastest horse we've ever had in any series on this channel. Who should I get? Mad Courage or Deep Wonder? I hate that stamina. We already have a good speed line going and we're going to improve the stamina. I don't want that. I think I'm going to snatch Deep Wonder. 9 to 13, good spurt, pretty good star ratings in the important categories. Closer. Yeah, I like Deep Wonder. I'm going to snatch him up. For 172k, that's a no-brainer. Because we have good mares that we're gonna be retiring. Sweet Delight, Wings of War, Special Pull. If she continues to do well, Sedate Win. We have good gals going forward that we'll be able to retire. So like, I don't really need to buy any good ones right now. Like I feel like the mares that we have now, when they're ready to be retired, they'll be fine. All over 110 turf ratings. So yeah, we have a lot of really good stuff going here. And that's why I need more points to be able to buy better horses in Gallop Racer 2004. But we'll get there. So Deep Wonder is here, and we'll be racing with him next time out. But guys, that's going to do it here for today. Deep Wonder had decent stamina and even won the Continental with him. Yeah, I've never raced with him, so I think he makes sense. Oh yeah, go ahead, Elite. Go ahead, man. Just saving, and then I will be getting off stream here. So I appreciate all of you that have watched today, however many of you actually stayed around all the way through. 46 of you still. This video has 16,000 views. And I feel like this video is going to explode over the next 24 hours potentially. So thank every single one of you that are watching this. If you're watching this back as a live stream, or as a video I should say, and you stuck through all the way, I appreciate you at any point. Really do. Today was a really good day, so I thank you all for stopping by and showing some love. I really appreciate that. So we're going to close Gallop Racer here and get ready to end. And like I said, next time we get back into this game, we know what we need to do. Still chasing titles. We got no titles last year except for Horse of the Year for Sweet Delight. Which it does count, I think. That does count as a title, so that should put her into the Hall of Fame when I retire her. Horse of the Year does put you into the Hall of Fame. It is considered a title in this game, so. If you are overweight but have more muscle than fat, are you considered overweight, or are you just big in muscle? Technically speaking, you're still considered overweight. This is by technicality, even if you have a lot of muscle. You know, your BMI is what really dictates whether or not people are considered overweight, obese, the opposite of that. So, yeah, technically speaking, that's still what the classification is. But at the end of the day, if you already have a lot of good muscle, I think it's pretty easy to trim away fat. You just have to be disciplined. It's really all it takes. We as humans inherently, we just kind of lack that discipline to be really consistent with our workouts, especially if we're trying to lose weight or gain muscle. That's all it takes is some good discipline, and you can surely tone up pretty quickly. Like, I've lost technically 30 pounds over the last 2.5 years. I used to weigh 215, which was really heavy for me. And like I said, I'm down to like 190 now. Maybe like 191, 192 because I haven't worked out in the last couple of days. But I've still, for the most part, almost lost I was at 185. Like, I was at 185 last week. So, yeah, 30 pounds in 3 years. It's very possible. And that's me not even working as diligently as I should have been. So, it's very possible. It's had to be discipline. That's all it takes. Discipline. You can always hit your fitness goals. But that'll do it for today. Again, appreciate you guys' love and support on the channel. I don't know when's the next time I'll be live, so I'll hopefully have the Discord up by then, and then I'll be able to drop updates for you all. And then, yeah, there's a lot of Gallop Racer content coming, so if you're new to the channel, expect a lot of horse racing gaming content. I'll be doing my usual breakdown of kind of what's going to happen in the Belmont, or based off of the horses that are going to be in that race. I'll get that video out within a week or two once we know what the field's going to be. And then I'll try to cover any other important races as well. I have to do more research on the races outside of North America for sure, but I'm going to try to cover more of the international ones, like I said, in Japan, maybe Australia as well. I know they have a lot of big G1s. I'm not sure at this time of the year, though, since I think it's winter. But, yeah, I'll be covering more. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the likes on the video as well. Thank you so much. Cannot say that enough. Planet Fitness is a free membership for 8th graders. That's a sign to start. Yeah, dude. Whatever you can do, Elite, get it going, man. If you can get a free membership, get it going. If not, you can do workouts at home. You can do workouts at a track. There's always a place to work out. That's what I mean. You just got to figure it out. What will work best for you in your situation. I don't even go to gyms anymore. I work out strictly at like tracks, parks, or like at home. I don't even go to gyms. So that should give you all you need to know. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for today. And we will see you in the next video and live stream. Horse Racing Gamer signing out. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you later.